and welcome to Storm King's Thunder. I'm trying not to sing to the fucking music!
So good.
Sorry. Anyway, welcome back, everyone. When we last left off, our party had just made it into Gauntlet Grim, delivered their missive from King Morin of Citadel Felba after traveling through the Underdark to get there. Let's ignore the fact that they have a rock that could have gotten there in probably about 3 days, and then landed in Gauntlet Grim. In Gauntlet Grim, they gave a missive to King Belgar Ironhammer, and then proceeded to the Forge, took a look around the Forge, met Rockfen, the androgynous elven associate of Sildar Hallwinter and the Lord's Alliance, who is currently working on some new designs of guns, and gave one such gun to Glory. Glory, what did it say on the barrels of those guns?
I believe it was control and precision, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was pop culture and reference.
See, it actually wasn't, Nemo, because I didn't think of it.
It was patience, one of them.
Patience, and I think patience and control.
And control.
Which, of course, are very important to Rockfen, who is a designer of guns. Anyone who knows their craft knows the two things that are very important are your control and your precision. Not referencing anything. So then you went to the Bugman's Inn, which also had a more or less a resting inn on the other side of it. Proceeded to get absolutely drunk. Well, some of you did, because it's Bugsman's. Most of you only had one drink. That was the Bugsman's, which you then realize is more or less a roll a d20 to see whether or not you get a Hero's Feast. As well as being heavily intoxicated. I imagine most ranged weapons will not work that well. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him. Which one of the 6 do I Eldritch Blast? Then, of course, if you roll less than 10, you suffer 3 points of exhaustion. That's fun. The drink knocks you on your ass or raises you back up. No middle ground. So, then we get to the insane part I almost forgot. There was a certain hag, a hag who had returned multiple times to the party, and presented to them a deck requesting them to draw stuff from the deck. I hope, by the way, that our beloved sorcerer has looked up her spells from her 2 new levels she gained.
Oh boy,
And her wondrous item, which is a rainbow-colored owl, if I'm correct?
It's an owl. There's a plushie in the shop I want to get. It's literally rainbow, and I'm just like, oh.
Wait for us to come over in 2 weeks and we'll buy it.
Ah, it's payday tomorrow, mate.
Nah, man, it's mine. So,
Moving on.
after that, Roman Nomrin drew a card, and could not decide what to use his card upon, so he said he would hold on to it. Whatever his knowledge or effect or power that he has from it, whatever it is. And then Varus Valorin drew a card. He drew the Talon, which destroys all but legendary items, artifacts. Oh, bye-bye. His Helm of Brilliance, his Ring of Protection, everything bar the spellbook, because I'm not that malicious. And his sword disappeared as it was an artifact. Everything else was destroyed. Sword then appeared on the hag's side, claiming that someone had paid a very large bounty to want to claim it. She, however, was willing to give it back to him for 10,000, and wanted to be impressed by him, so he said he would pull another card to see if the result would impress him. It was the Uriel, which is a Medusa-looking like card. Everyone's favorite blade singer now has -2 to all his saving throws until a god, through divine intervention or the god's direct will and influence or a wish spell, remove it. After that, a very sullen Varus, thanks to his friends also helping to put up the gold, got back his sword and went to bed. They also, on their time, encountered someone. They encountered then realized after letting her drink a glass of Bugman's, young elven woman. Well, wood elven. The woman claimed herself to be Fleet, was clearly not the most educated individual, and it seems that a race has been challenged between her and the forever fast Varys Valorin.
Who,
So?
by the way, his middle name is now canon as Sanic, and that is spelt with an A.
Sanic.
Varys Sanic Valorin is not existing in my world. There will be a Monty Python boot on his head before that happens.
when I get reincarnated, obviously as a tiefling, I'm gonna make that my virtue name.
You'll have spines.
I'm sorry, but
He's
I
got
did
the
just.
Spine
I'm
Devils
sorry.
with,
I just refreshed my Twitter.
Girls. A+ GIF usage. Follow Miss Curls
This is
101
the
on
only
Twitter
reason
to
why you
find out.
keep me around.
That you are a wonderful person.
Not that part.
Not mentioning the law book.
Debatable.
You are a walking lore book, yes.
Law book, occasionally funny tweets.
Occasionally. Anyways, this is a tangent, as she was always saying. You all went to bed, and unbeknownst to anyone watching, I decided to tell each one of the members, you have now 4 days to rest, relax, and take in Gauntled Grim after your very dangerous and very, very high CR journey through the Underdark. There were
It's
a lot
all
of
line.
bad
Roll
rolls.
initiative.
As Bugman himself comes in with a great axe, starts flailing at you, screaming,
No.
"Yes, no, my beat up!" Now, so,
I paid good money for that, damn it.
I'm also going to prepare myself, as I did not yet, but it's kind of appropriate. When you need that boost to charisma and luck.
Hey. I
Smells
need
like
it.
blueberry.
Yes.
My girlfriend loves it. I'm not wrong.
So we're cured from exhaustion, I take it?
You wake up with the most painful hangover of your life. And that is where we're going to begin, is anyone who rolled less than 10, you wake up feeling the worst hangover humanly possible. Anyone who woke up and rolled above it, no matter how much you drank or ate, you feel a little bit hungry, but refreshed.
I go downstairs for bacon.
Are we all in the same room, or what was the sleeping arrangement?
We're all in
we're
the same room because it's a 6-man room.
We are in the
Fleet's
same room.
going to wake up very confused and say, "We didn't sleep together last night, did we? I don't think I swing that way. That way being blue bird."
The offended bird sips her morning water.
Yeah, the coaster was stuck to the bottom.
I heard the thud and haul of the
I was just like, even when I'm attempting to cover up for the fact I can't think of a one-liner, I still managed to fuck up.
No,
Bravo.
it's just a thud of disapproval.
She just looks at Kirok and then back at her belly. She's like, "I'm not pregnant, am I?"
I think you're too young. I just think you're too young.
I wanted to get an early start to my morning, so I'm already gone.
Yeah,
But
you
when-
did. Just
When
you.
girls sleep in bed together, that's how babies are made, right?
No.
Ask Roy.
Who wake up next to each other.
Like, Glory's fast asleep. If Glory's got the opportunity to have a lay-in, she's fucking taking it.
So maybe Ash has pulled herself up. Hair might be slightly knotted up with Glory's, and she's just currently undoing it.
And Ashka is just sort of a little bit. She's sort of. There's a little bit of a smile as to the humorous situation of Fleet and Kirok, but she still seems very subdued. Her mind is elsewhere as she's trying to get all the hair unknotted.
No, you see,
don't wanna
because
lay
what
down.
happens is when a mummy and a daddy love each other very much, and then I assume somebody probably interrupts me at that point.
Kirok, I'm not
no.
entirely
Is it-
sure that it works 100% that way with other things.
Oh, do elves do it differently?
But I'm not pregnant, right? I don't want to be
I-
pregnant.
has had an egg, guys. You're all forgetting this.
She's had several.
No, it was just one.
Someone else has had omelets since then.
Real quick,
Kyrok's had one.
girls, do you happen to have the bag on you, or is it just off to the side? Because it's either I wake you up going, "Hey, can I get my money real quick?" or I just go, "Okay, here's."
I'm gonna spare you and say it's not on Glory right now because otherwise she would kill you. So.
Yeah. You would reach. You would
Do
reach
not
and
wake
probably
Glory
immediately
up
get a
for the
hand
love
on the
of
throat,
God.
just. Like you would probably. She would probably just fall asleep again, strangling you. Someone will wake up. It's like the thing where you're holding your phone and you fall asleep. It's just her arms extended, still hanging him up.
Wait, so she wasn't holding the bag of holding?
Probably not.
Bugger.
You woke up after Roman. Shush.
Yeah, no, I basically grab my money. Let's see.
I remember you have to have some sort of knowledge of what you're going for.
Well, yeah, I'm going
didn't know
for
that.
magical ink. Give me about 9 levels thereabout of
Ooh.
spells. That because I plan on trying to copy some stuff in. Then seeing about getting some runes done. You know, make my staff look all nice.
Make your staff a fire, is it?
Yeah, because I figured I'll leave the weapons for later.
Use what you're actually using. Yeah.
Yeah, because I have my magic for now. And so, yeah, staff of fire, magic, or
Ooh, that means I get to get my books out. Yay.
let's see, was there something else I wanted to do? Also, I wanted to see about stopping at the enchanters just to see what they have.
Okay.
Just get an idea.
So,
of what
which
they
do you start at?
got. I will start with the magical ink. Or the rare ink.
Okay, so that's 50 gold per level. So that means
Yep.
it's 450. You are. Give me an investigation check. It's a bit early in the morning to be trying to rouse anyone. There are a currently retiring night guard, which are all these dwarves, these heavy, long blue cloaks over them. Similar kind of garb to the ones in Citadel Fellbar, the ones that would be atop the rafters and everything.
Right.
And now looking at them, you look up trying to focus, and there are dwarves on rafters as well, but the number seems to be a little bit higher this time around than back in Citadel Fellbar.
Right. You said investigation?
Yep.
That would be a 15.
Nice. So, you catch one of the guards as they are going back, and they direct you across in a way to say, yeah, just follow down there. There's a down and to the right and then to the left.
Left.
No, then
Okay.
you don't take another left. No, it's just there. Yeah, go there. You'll see a big rune, just ridiculously bright and sparkly rune on top of a door. Literally sparkly. That's where you go.
Oh, okay. Alright, thank you. Go on into the direction.
Fleet asks what time it is because she has no idea when she's underground.
Basically, she's up. Basically, he's up before you. So we're gonna say he's there for another hour before you're up.
Okay.
Okay. So you eventually go to this place, and you can tell that the curtains are pulled back. It looks like it's open again. This morning, very early. Do you knock on the door?
Yes, I will. Or I'll knock on the drapes. Oh shit, that didn't work. Yeah, I'll knock on the door.
Knock on the drapes, and it's just. And you go, oh yeah, they're not solid.
Oops. Yeah.
You see atop it as well. Do you speak Dwarvish?
I speak Gnome and Giant.
Okay. Never mind then. There is a scribe in Dwarvish just written across the top of the doorway as well. You knock at the door.
Yeah.
Yes!
Jesus Christ.
What do you want?
Hi, I was
At this point, there is a head-sized wooden still, like almost not even head-sized for a dwarf.
Basically,
it gets
his
flung
face is
open,
in
and
a
you just
hole.
see a beard. You just see a beard fling out over it, and then his face is through it. What do you want?
Wanted to buy some magical ink or rare ink
Ah,
for magical purposes.
and he just like throws himself back, and you just hear as he hits against the back, and you see the beard, which, by the way, when it came out, flung all the way down to the ground from that height. You hear a of wood being moved, and you hear, Martha, what's the code on that one? And you hear in Dwarvish something get shouted back. It's not that one! This continues for 5 minutes until you're at pink. As the door just opened a little bit. He pokes his head out. Oh, it's still you. Alright. And you just close it again. You hear another one go, opens it again. And you just see now there's an assortment of locks have been just thrown across the ground in front of you. Hell came to click through fire belts, rune and alchemical craft. What can I do for you?
Hi, I wanted to get about
You want the ink? You want the ink?
Yes,
The
yes.
ink? Come. I'll show you the ink here. And he just begins pushing you in with him.
God.
And
In my head, it's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Am I
Just
having
on
an
repeat.
out-of-body experience?
I got up way
He just-
too early.
he pulls you in. He just walks over, and you just see like he has this ridiculous tuft of hair that just up the front with this long receding hairline here. The hair goes up nearly like 5-6 inches by itself, and of this like dark brown hair. And he just sits. You just hear a chair as he pulls himself up on the back of it. All right. So how much do you want? I've got loads. What do you need? What are you interested?
I wanted to get about 450 worth, if they're about.
Alright. And he just begins grabbing punk, 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 punk. Wait, punk. That's enough. That'll be 520. Right. Added the 2. 450 gold pieces.
I'll take out the money. Here you go, sir.
Thank you. Lovely gold. Is there anything else you require?
Actually, what is what else does it look like he has in the shop?
You see, he has an assortment of things written in Dwarvish, like scrolls, carvings. You see as well some designs and some bizarre things, like you see a shell. You see that's like this great claw carved into it. You see a massive foot that's been imprinted into a slab of stone. It's just an assortment. It is anything you could think of by bizarrity, it's there.
Okay, so it's basically some magical things as well as just
What
an
the
assortment of what the fuck. Okay, right. And the scrolls I wouldn't be able to read because they're in Dwarvish, so I have
You
no
could probably
idea what they are.
inquire.
Okay, yeah, I'll ask about them.
Oh, you want to know about which scroll? This scroll, that scroll, any scroll. I know about all the scrolls by what kind of scrolls you looking for?
Do you happen to know if any of them are rituals, like in the sense of they take a long time to cast?
It takes time to cast any scroll, laddie. I'm gonna move you into place as well. Takes time to cast any scroll, laddie.
Well, I mean, as in, like at least 10, 20 minutes kind of thing.
Oh! No! Wait. Yes! Wait. Maybe! Hang on. He just turns around and he just opens up a massive door. And inside this door you see, as he just opens it up, it's just a wall of papers and scrolls just fall on top of him. Bollocks!
Oh my god.
Oh, you okay, girl?
After 5 minutes After 5 minutes of fluffing around, you see scrolls being thrown and thrown into near to your feet as he just pokes his head out. Poof! The beard following out him, and there's just a scroll that's wrapped up in the beard that rolls out with him in front of you as he just pulls himself. Hey, there's a few of our ritual stylization scrolls for you, laddie Lou.
Thank you. Are they all in Dwarvish?
Duh.
Fucking Christ.
The fuck do you expect of me?
I mean, would you be able to tell me which? 'Cause there's like what, 4?
About 5.
5? Would you be able to tell me the names of them?
I can do that for you, laddie. Oh, I can.
Yeah. Sorry,
I can do that for you, laddie. And he just begins focusing for a moment.
Yeah. 'Cause
Hey.
I have
Hey.
nothing that makes it where I can learn to speak Dwarvish or read Dwarvish for a second. I don't have anything. So. Right.
So he begins looking. It's here. It's here. This is a grand one for you. If you are so inclined, my laddie Lou, my laddie Lou, my laddie Lou. This is a ritual. That's not a ritual. Fact. He just goes, nah. Alright, this one I know is a ritual. That's alarm. That's an alarm spell. Hey, that's alarm. It alarms you.
Yeah, I've heard of alarm. I have a friend who does it from time to
What
time.
are you fucking asking me for?
Well, I don't know. I sorry to say I don't speak Dwarvish. It was like never a thing. Yes, it is. It does suck to be me.
Also,
But-
such you can't read scrolls.
Well, I have a friend who can read it to me and copy it down, and then I can copy it from him.
Oh,
Anyway.
he can read it to you when you're falling asleep at night and tucking you in. And
Well,
you
actually, it's for a book.
You just
Yeah.
hear from a room inside. Don't be a dick, honey. Martha, what you doing? I want. Leave me alone. My first customer of the day, of the week, month. I don't get many customers.
I see. Sorry to hear.
Right. So. This one. Hey, is this one? No. Fuck! That's not an actual either. As he just begins grabbing and just flinging through, just frustratedly focusing, trying to find which ones, and he just goes back into the pile. I'll be right back.
Is it literally like basically a dwarf just gone swimming in paper?
Basically. I have to roll for investigation checks to see how well he does each time he comes in and out. He literally rolled like shit.
Oh
dear.
god.
Oh yeah, because
So-
he's literally needle in a haystack in this shit.
So far, we found an alarm spell ritual, which isn't needed because Varys can do it automatically.
Yep. Because hey, God forbid, every fucking PC will be useful. Ah, the buff. What is he like? Alright.
Oh, also, while he's kind of searching through, I'm just kind of starting to put the ink into my bag.
Okay. As you begin reaching for anything, his head just pokes back out. Meh! Oh, it's
Grab the
fine.
ink.
Boom. And I'm just gonna grab something else as well to make this easier.
Well, hell, if I knew it was gonna take this long, just I might just not said. I might have just said, "Fucking, I'm not doing the scrolls for now."
No, he wants to please his customer. He pulls another scroll, found one, and throws it at your face. Find familiar! Boom, pokes his head back in. I've got more. I've got more ritual scrolls. Oh, they all gone. Oh, they all gone. Oh,
Alright, the ritual spell's all
What
gone.
have I done? Why
Fire
are they
directional
always
skill's
gone?
always gone.
Why are they always gone? And then he
It's
pulls out
it's
another
like
one.
rum.
Ooh, this one's nice! And he just keeps holding it. I'm gonna make sure you don't run off with this one. And just puts it into his shirt.
But which one was it?
He didn't say.
Oh, fucking goddamn it.
Why would he? He knows what it is. He's like that shit driver. It's like he's not gonna indicate because he knows where he's going. And then he comes back out with another one in his mouth. Right, so this is a scroll of Augury. That one you had there is a scroll of Find Familiar. You had a scroll of Alarm, and also here's this one. Commune with nature.
Okay. That is...
Maybe you should ask how much they are.
Wait, what the fuck is augury? Okay, you receive an evidence from...
He's just like twiddling his thumbs together as he waits, like just awkwardly. Like,
Basically, looking through the book, just like, blah, 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 augury. Okay.
We don't need Augury.
Yeah, no. I was into it already. Alright. No, never mind then. Commune with nature I can't use because I'm not a druid type. And the others I have for. I have people in my party that use them already.
alright, well.
It would just be the magic.
And he just grabs all of them together and just as you watch this pile just get moved back into the closet. It's just like weakly begins trying to close the closet again as one comes out and he just grabs it, pushes it back in, just with the bar in front of it, it's just all goes boom, out again, just hurled off by the bar. Right. And plus side, I'll know if anyone tries to rob me. So, I also do runes.
Do you
What
know?
runes would you like? Would you like runes? I have runes. Would you like runes?
Yes, what runes do you have, sir?
What runes do I have, laddie? What runes do you want? What do you want from the famed Krethug fire belt?
I'm not spelling that.
I wouldn't make you.
Firebelt.
Oh, to be quite honest, I actually have no idea of rune crafting.
Oh, you don't, do you? Alright.
Yeah.
Well, there are different type of enchantment, we'll say. They don't override and sometimes can even complement the enchantments of certain items.
Right.
Sometimes an item was meant to be enchanted but never got around to it, so the runes simply amplify it, but then once it's ever enchanted in the way it was meant to be, suddenly boom, and everything works out great. Sometimes people enchant them and don't get them crafted yet with runes.
Right. Well, I mean, I have my staff of fire. I could always
Ooh,
possibly
that's
get something going.
bright.
Yes, it is very bright.
He just stands there for a moment.
It's very hot too. It gives me a sunburn every day. It's fucking it's horrible.
Pretty. Alright, for a staff. What can I do for the staff? What can I do for the staff? And he just goes, you're gonna have to give me a minute. You thought that was fun. Oh boy, I've got to go look through my runes to make suggestions for you. And you started to notice he starts doing the ooh a lot more than he probably should, and it's a bit weird.
Yep, I'm good. I'll let it go.
Seems normal.
Get this stuff done and then go the fuck out. Get the fuck out.
He reaches with one of the runes, and you just see this like very large, like solid. It's a rune. It's on stone. It's actually on like almost like on a mortar, but it's perfectly. The mortar itself, the stone it's on, is entirely perfect. It's not damaged in any way. It's not chipped in any way. This here is a rune of enduring. Your weapon cannot be broken. Should it be crafted with this? Quite literally, a strike from a god is the only thing gonna be breaking your toys, buddy. Or a weapon of a god. To be fair though, if someone's hitting you with a weapon of a god, you're kinda fucked anyway, bye.
Right, right. Okay. That's a good idea for a rune. Any others, possibly?
I have the rune of balancing, and he takes up this, what is looks like a wafer for you, like he lifts it over, it's almost like a pizza, in the fact that it's just so flat. Like, ridiculously flatter than even that, like a ran over pizza. And he reels over on the side, and it's just this, a weight scale. It's just held perfectly in place. This allows you to, whenever you're in a bit of trouble, instead of using the offensive styles of your weapon, you might use the powers of it defensively. It allows you to change a weapon so that the bonus to attack becomes bonus to AC.
What?
So if it's a +1 to damage, it's a +1 to AC instead.
Yep. But
Gotcha.
the difference is you have to choose what to do with that at the start of a day. You can twist it around at the start, but only at the start of the day. And once it's done, tough titty-tata.
Okay, alright. Sure, I'm gonna keep going down this rabbit hole, see if I can, what all is available to me. So far, 2 fucking phenomenal ones.
He looks over at one rune and just like puts it in a small case and locks back up. Not that one. And looks over to the next one. Oh no, you're not getting used either. And he just begins flicking through more. No, 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 no. You couldn't afford it if you offered me your children. No, 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 maybe. No, 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 no. Oh, this one. The rune of lightness, and he lifts it up and it's just a stone, but he's actually flicking it in his hand and it's got a feather design in front of it. This is the rune of lightness. When you place this upon a weapon, you can reduce how much it weighs. Or better yet, you can tune it, and whenever you choose to, you can lose weight. It basically lightens you up.
Oh, okay, right, Featherfall.
No, not Featherfall.
Ah.
That's that other rune. This just literally, it makes you light up. These aren't all like, oh, we'll destroy your enemies in 1,000 ways.
Well,
These are mostly
not
utilitarian.
really.
Ya bollocks.
I wasn't expecting that to be either, but I was just checking. Right. I think I'll take the rune of endurance as well as
Well, I've got more if you'd like to look at them.
Oh yeah, sure. But I will take the rune of endurance. That will be a nice one.
That's gonna cost you 500 gold pieces.
Okay.
Alright. Lovely. I've also got the rune of missiles. And he just lifts up this rune at you that just has like this design of a hand reaching out, and there's just these 4 missiles just firing out from it. If you would tune this to something, no, also bear in mind, lad, you can only ever have 1 rune to something.
Okay.
But if you would tune this to something, basically you're allowed to perform the spell designed into this rune once a day.
I imagine.
Magic missile.
Free magic missile per day.
But you cannot make it any more powerful. Like, say, I know you wizardry types like to make your spell super powerful and destroy civilization. This one, no, a novice could cast this, but, eh.
Huh?
So that's the kind of stuff we've got. To be honest, I've looked at some of these things, and most of these things I don't think you'd enjoy. They're more for the strong and stouty kind. And that's when he looks back at you like he was daydreaming, looking past you, and then looking straight back at you. Eyes intent. So, laddie, 500 gold for the rune of enduring.
Yep. I'll
And the
give
smile
him...
just keeps getting creepily wider as he just keeps leaning forward until you put the money in front of him.
I'm about like slowly going back as I hand him money, just like, yeah, here you go.
He just
Oh,
grabs it and puts the room back in your hand. You almost drop it out of reaching for it. Right. All you do is you take this, and he hands you a powder. You put this powder into the rune of it, and then you take that and you rub it across in the design that's on the rune onto your weapon. That design will then embed itself onto the rune, onto the weapon, and then bang, boom, baboo.
Like engraving rubbing.
I'm gonna
Like
be.
a crayon.
It's
I
literally
was
like
about to-
painting. It's literally like painting braille onto something.
But I thought
Painting,
when you
painting
said
braille
it,
or engraving, basically.
when you said it, I was like, oh, okay. So I'm basically putting my CPU to my motherboard. Okay. Thermal paste.
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
Ye
I'll do
olde, ye olde thermal paste.
Yeah. I'll do it real quick. That way, in case that way I don't fuck it up. And that way and everything.
Do you do
so,
it in front of him?
Yeah.
Okay, make an Arcana check with advantage.
Fuck yeah.
Reservoir destroys everything. No, you don't. So, with his poking hand guiding you, eventually figure it out, and you craft the design of I forget. It is actually now just like the design, like say anywhere on your weapon where it's been chipped, you just see like this. It just like washes over, like it's just been washed clean, and now there's this like solidness to it. It looks polished, like the day it was made, and everything about it looks sharper, not pointy sharper, but in dwarven design sharper. Like it is a straighter edge for the actual steel at the top, that it's not getting melted in by the heat. And it's more like a square rod now as well than a circular rod.
Pretty handy. Thank you, sir.
Have a nice day! Send your friends! I like money!
Will do.
As he keeps that tune of up all the lots again.
With my staff now, with the rune, and my fucking money bit lighter, gonna walk back.
It's like, that was an experience.
And if I can, stop at the bank on the way to get my 2 gold, instead of having the fucking 200 copper on me.
You're walking in as someone's already trying to just open the bank, and you go explain it to them as they're opening the door. They just fling you 2 gold and you just grab the money
Oh,
out. What
thanks.
the fuck's
All
wrong with you?
Sorry,
walks in
thanks,
with it.
bye.
Alright. At this point,
And
as
then
you
whenever I get back, I
return,
just put the money in the gold.
as you
in the-
return, you hear, "Am I pregnant?"
I take it at some point it's been explained to me that, well, a lot of misconceptions that she seems to have. Like, for one thing, she won't lay an egg, and that's not how pregnancy typically works.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're okay.
Just gonna walk in, put my money back in the bag of holding. Right, well then. That's a good thing to come back into. Alright.
Oh, what time is it? I'm useless
According
in
to
Dwarf cities.
my wrist, fuck if I know.
Hey.
Oh, bugger! I didn't get to the bakery. Oh, fuck! I'm gonna have to spend money on food. Oh, my savings.
I throw her gold. There it go.
She just looks bewildered. Pardon?
Go get
And
some
you
food.
see, she's reached in her pockets when she was referring to her savings, and she's got 3 copper.
Yeah, see?
Oh, hey, I've got that. And I pull out 3 copper as well. Snap.
You mean 2 gold? Oh!
Oh, I've still got 9 copper left over.
Hello.
Why are you throwing gold at me?
So you can eat?
Got plenty of gold.
This is the Tony Stark of D&D beating the fucking Peter Parker. And Peter's like, money?
Woo! I like money!
And you're just going, cash, 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 and people getting hit with gold in the face. It's really upsetting. Like,
Make it hail! Make it hail!
Just opens the bag over your head. It's like a shower.
Fleet, without even thinking, just just gets down on her knees and gives him a big hug. She may be crying a little.
I don't like people touching me.
We're
But
keeping.
okay.
I joined in
word-
the hug as well because hugs.
The wise little
Group hug.
a word to the wise little fleet. Go to the Bar of Brith. It's the cheapest and the best.
It's my favorite on the Citadel.
I usually just get the bread they're throwing out.
That's dumb.
Yeah.
It is
Suppose it
widely
is.
known as the worst bread.
Thank you, Mr. Roman, sir. Roman, sir.
No problem. And I'm just writing in my checking book again. Just okay, this for this.
My head hurts. I should do some exercise. That always makes you feel better. She's young.
Water, my dear. Water. Always helps.
She starts going from that jug that was left next to her last night by the innkeep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halfway through drinking, she says, "Oi, hoity-toity high elf thing. I'm rich now. I can bet, like, loads of money on a race. Like, maybe, like, 10 copper even."
Snake up is not rich.
You actually being serious about the race, really?
Well, you seem to want to race. Don't
You're
worry, you don't have to.
drinking.
I know you're kind of slow.
Fine.
Fine, 10 copper bet, shake on it.
We will race.
Okay, few rules. No flying. No shortcuts. I suppose you can cast magic spells, because I'm pretty sure hoity-toity elves can't breathe unless they cast spells. But no interfering with each other. It's a race, not a fight.
I'm not racing right now, though, are we? Just wait.
I'm gonna let you know that no matter what happens, this is going to be by initiative.
So we'll actually make initiative rolls and then
You
race.
will, you will make an initiative roll.
Unless it's a 90
She doesn't know
foot
what he's
race.
got.
Unless it's like a 100-foot race and she beats you on this, Varys is gonna win. But we don't know that.
Sure, sure,
Um,
Jane.
Sure.
There's a few things I want to do before the race, so maybe
Oh god, it's the Flash versus Boy Flash.
A quick 30-second race, maybe? See how far we get?
maybe a little later today. I need to sort some things out.
Okay, later.
Put chores to
Should have some breakfast
Chores.
first.
chores.
Oh, and
Ooh,
also
food.
I will tell him about the place where I got my rune. Like it's got a big, nice, flashy thing. I couldn't read it. Sorry to say.
It actually did go like it was
Ah,
on neon,
shit.
like.
Oh, you found crazy Carathans.
Sneeze
Oh.
neon exists in D&D.
It does now.
Neon runes exist. Hashtag runes let me do what I want.
I recognise the rune as similar to what's on my sword, right? It's the same. Do I recognise it as the same sort of
Nope.
craft?
Nope,
No.
entirely different craft.
So we get some
But now,
food then.
At the mention of food, Gloria will wake up.
Someone mentions bacon. There's a smell from
Yes.
down below, and Gloria's just risen like
Gloria's
the Gloria's risen like the Undertaker.
Good analogy.
Morning. I think.
Is it morning?
I
It shouldn't be.
can't Tell.
I just go downstairs and get some food.
I just put a footnote with my staff of fire. Can't break. To my knowledge.
Unless divinity.
Unless God says fuck it.
Unless GM says "fuck you."
She's going to go downstairs and see if she can buy herself a 2-copper loaf of bread and just eat the entire thing.
You can, you do, and oh my god, what is food? Because you know, lass, you could get a bit of bacon with yourself. Something a bit heartier, a bit of sausage maybe? Got a few
Mm.
nice herb sausages.
No, save money so eat tomorrow.
Or you
Ooh,
could
I
be
can eat for
the
a while.
Ponzi elf in a race and then you can eat for a while.
Ooh, we should get some spectators.
Spectators, lass. I know I
Yeah,
want to
we're having
walk
a
up to
race.
see you actually. Oh, you're actually gonna race him.
Yeah,
He
he's gonna
thinks he
race
can
me.
beat you?
Apparently. Hi, I'll
Oh,
put
this
your
is
wood
gonna
up.
be
Never heard of it.
great. This is gonna be great. Oh fuck yeah, everyone! I'm gonna see how many people are awake. We're gonna see who wants to try and beat Fleet.
See if you can get a gun. I don't want him cheating. Magic's fine, but no interference.
Begins you actually watch. She begins talking to a few people. Some of her current, like, she was up early as well. Like, she went to bed late. She's up early, and she talks to a few people around the actual tavern itself. And eventually just reaches over, and there's just this hooded figure in a corner just smoking a pipe with a ridiculous crossbow next to him and a great axe to the other side of him. And she just pats him on the shoulder and whispers in, and she just leans over, and this long dwarven beard just nods back.
We're gonna have a race. I haven't had a race in ages.
Gonna go downstairs and grab me some food.
As Glory wakes up, I give her a very cautious good morning kiss and take a deep sigh and say, "Well, today's the day."
There's a day. What?
Fleet, seeing the kiss, immediately does the kid thing of going, ooh!
Oh God, we have more children.
You woke up with more kids.
We are
Yeah.
100% not keeping this one.
She'll be
I
be
glare
alive.
at her.
This is literally your
She managed
Tyrion
to handle
Darrington.
the Bugman's all right. I think she'll be fine. We've handled worse children.
Mhm. As more people come down as well, by the way, and begin talking, begin discussing with each other, the matron of the house always keeps going back over to this one dwarf in the corner with this long beard that's just done off into two sides of these heavy braids at the bottom that are just like gold lasted around. A personal keg is left down at the side with this big golden chalice that's just been hung off of him. This chainmail hanging down, and this big ridiculous horn on the other side of it, helmet, long rimmed mustache, and the great axe is more like a battle axe, and he keeps over to his side. And Ash, when you ever do come down, you recognize him as Bugsman.
That's I was about to say, like, oh, okay. So the owner of the house is here. Cool.
Yep. And from the look of him, he has not slept. Probably in a few years, by how worn he looks. He just looks
Relatable.
physically exhausted in every way, but unfazed by it.
He's going to
That's
that
just-
point of tired where it just, there is nothing more.
Time is a concept.
Yeah.
Time is a dwarf construct. Once you've had breakfast and no one really wants to talk to Varys, Varys is gonna wander off back to the Forge area. Got a few bits he wants to do.
Alright. What would you like to do?
I'd like to try and, like I said to you, keep on top of casting an alarm in the general area.
Okay, so with alarm, you can only choose you're choosing particular creatures to avoid, yeah, rather than just having a blanket.
It's the same, yeah, it's the same thing. Basically, avoid everything apart from Durgar and Giants, effectively.
Okay. So Durgar and Giants will set it up. Got it.
Yeah, I can do it every 8 hours. I'll come back. That's how long it it only ping. It's the mental ping. Only if I'm within a mile. So it depends how far out through the city I go. I then want to find a blacksmith and ask him if he can make me 10 fairly small, sort of goldeny, daggery, not daggers, like, let's say sort of shuriken-y daggers out of like gold coins. Can you do that? Just make me gold, like, little things.
Like cookery?
Yeah. I was
Hang
really
on.
thinking
I'll-
like
I'll-
actual
I'll
daggers.
Google.
but
Yeah, I
daggers
know
would
what a
be too
cookery
heavy.
is.
So I'm thinking more like just light.
You're like
something
a shiv.
small, Like,
Literally more like a dart out of steel.
Kunai.
yeah, but cool one. Yeah, kunai, but I don't know how heavy they'll be. Just a small golden sort of daggery
kunai are fairly light because they are
Yeah.
specifically throwing knives. Kunai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are the ones I was thinking of, kunai.
Yeah, there's like 10 of them, but I want them to be
Oh, yeah.
like solid gold.
They're a
Solid
bit
gold.
heavier than your standard throwing knife, though, because they are
Not
designed to
necessarily
also
solid
be
gold.
used.
Well, I want them to be light, but
Okay, you want a light design.
plated gold, so they look gold. They just that's just for effect. But I want 10.
Okay. Make an investigation check. See what kind of dwarf you can find there. What quality of dwarf you find.
You find one with a short beard or a longer beard.
Or no beard at all.
That's no dwarf at all. That's a very poor quality dwarf.
You found Rockfin. No, you eventually find, you begin asking for someone and you go into the detail, and one of the junior smiths who's out getting the coals ready for one of his small forges, probably going to wait for one of the master forgers to come back, and when he comes back, he'll be able to sort you out pretty good. Look for Egidar Slenderbranch. He's your lad.
Is he your master, or is he someone
He's
around?
everyone's master. You're kidding me, lad. You want something specific, you go to him.
I'll drop him a couple of gold and be like, "Can you give the order to him?" And I'll come back and collect it later today.
I would rather prefer them not be scalded into my skull. So I'm not going to give any orders to him, alright?
Not order, but give him my request.
No. You request him.
Fine.
You,
fine,
no one else.
fine,
Because
fine.
I'm sorry, lad. No one's stupid enough to
Fine.
do that. Do you get me? You don't mess with him on that regard.
When will he be here?
At this point, you hear a very deep voice from behind you. Roughly about now, lad.
Ah.
And
just
then
the
you
dwarf I
see
wanted to see.
this grey-bearded dwarf whose the beard's been singed back to about the neck height, and it's just this massive, like a mane across the lower half of his head, with the upper half of his head like just this hairline brought back, this grayed like ashen hair, with just this tight ponytail, with just a little bit of hair coming out of it. He looks to you. So, what do you want from me then? You want the best, and you're coming for me.
I want the best. I've heard
The best is right fucking here now. What do you want, lad?
Dwarven Forging is the best.
This just in, that forge is hot. As he points over to the forge, which is the central forge, which has been used for the great weapons and everything. That's still going. Like, there was no ever turning it down over the night. That thing's a roaring
Yeah.
flame.
Is that the Eternal Forge thing?
That is the eternal forge. And you were rushing around yesterday. You really didn't get to take in the sight. It is gargantuan. It's easily large enough that you could probably have 100 people working on forging weapons, like generic weapons here.
I'll just go over quickly, describe him what I want to request. So my commission, 10
Alright.
kunai thin blades.
Alright, do you
If
have the
anything-
gold you want to line it with yourself?
I mean, I've got gold coins. I don't know if that's not gonna be. Is it gonna be the right quality of gold?
He just like motions for you to like just show him. And just takes the coin from you and just looks at it and gives it back to you with this like touch of disgust. Alright. You want actual, proper throwing knives, light enough to be thrown, as that's going to be their main design, but in line
Yeah.
with gold.
If possible.
How many do you want, lad?
I want 10.
10.
Hmm.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I like that. I'll use the first one. I'll use the first one.
You can't. When you use luck, you immediately go to the next.
choose.
No.
You get to
No.
choose. No,
No.
you get to choose.
No. No, you don't.
I mean, they're both as bad as each other, either way.
Well, it's not loaded
But
for
yeah.
me yet because I had to reload the thing.
Oh,
to
it
get
was a
to
9
that
and an
point.
8, so...
Ah. He looks at you. Ah. For you, elf, who comes to our land and requests our trade, I'd say about
Come to the best,
400
the
gold
best.
pieces will have to do, yes.
Oh.
How's that sounding?
Yeah, you can choose, by the way. But anyway, 400 gold. I mean,
Well, I
that's a
choose pay up,
lot.
bitch.
That's a lot of money for. I don't
You're
want the
coming
best.
to the best. Go to anyone else if you want, but those things might bend, they might break, they might snap, they might be useless.
I mean, they're not for your generic throwing, so they don't have to be super durable. They're going to be. We need them for some form of magic. I know, like, yeah, elves magic. I know. You can't do anything. Any discount. It's combined 10. I'll give you an invite to the race of the century.
I think everyone's
That's
invited to that.
discount.
Oh no, everyone's taking a quick break to watch you get your ass beat by Fleet.
How about?
I tell you what, lad.
How about if
My
I
bet
win?
for that race, I tell you what, lad. My bet for the I'll half the price if you can beat Fleet. Yeah, this should be good.
Deal.
Fleet's the fastest runner in the city. I know it's not much for a city full of dwarves, but she's the best by.
It's a deal. Do you need a down payment or?
Fuck yeah. Tell you what, pay me 200 now. And if you lose, you have to pay 200 more.
How
How about
how much?
you
How
don't-
much? How much platinum is in? Like, how much gold in the platinum?
He's
10.
currently asking for the gold, and you get the idea with the way he's explaining the gold. Well, actually, yeah, it's 10. It's every platinum is 10 gold.
Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. I'll hand him like the amount in a mixture of platinum and gold.
My dude.
Meanwhile, Fleet is having a sneezing fit,
Why?
talking about her.
Ah.
The silly superstition, don't worry about it.
It
No,
continues anyway.
Mhm.
And is there anything else you want to do, Varys?
I wanted to then investigate about teleportation circles and if the city had one. Also, do I have any teleportation circles in my book? You strictly get 2 when you get the spell, but we haven't really discussed it, so I don't know.
I would say because he gave you so much detail. I did watch over the episode as well. He kind of didn't explain it to anyone. That no one said I take the time to, but he did
I
expressly
didn't
give
think we did.
give the request of it. So I'll say you get that one as a freebie, as it is your main hub essentially as they get out of jail. Basically,
For
I was really hoping you were going to have teleportation before you went in the Underdark, in case we had another like Critical Role where it's hi, my players everywhere. What do you do?
what was that? What was that place called? Moon something tower, wasn't it?
Get
Was
the
it
name.
Moon something tower?
Moon something tower, yes. Moon something
Moonpig
tower.
Tower.
No.
And it was in Evermeet, effectively, right? Not- It's Evermeet.
Was
No,
it
Evermeet
Evermore
Farm. It was
Lay?
Ever something.
Evermore Way.
Evermore. Evermeet's where Varys is from.
Everlund.
Everland.
Everlund by the Evermore Way. And that was the access to the wizard Crowan Valharo.
Cool.
And
Also,
Also,
that
keep
is
in mind, I
in
don't think
the...
that tower stays in the same place from what he was telling us.
It does not, but it is Moongleam Tower. Is the name of the place. And he did explain that it is
Moon something.
Moon.
I knew it was Moon something.
Well, there you go. You have access to Moongleam Tower.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay. I'd want to ask around any important looking people to find out if there's one in Gondelgrim.
Two gone to the Grim?
Yeah. Just,
Make an investigation check.
yeah.
So you begin asking around again, and this time people are instead of going, "Oh, it's the tourist," to, "Oh, it's the elf." And eventually, it is explained to you that there are no teleportation circles in any dwarven strongholds.
That's cool.
What with the whole constantly being invaded from underground and above and front door, it gets a bit irritating. So you don't want a fourth way for people to get in.
That's cool. I think that was pretty much everything I wanted to do for now.
Now, You begin leaving the forge after learning that from one of the guards there. Casting your rune. As you leave, you begin seeing crowds of people basically outside the Bugman's Inn. So I'm just going to start moving people. You two where you belong. Glory and Ash down this side with them.
Fleet's just going to be doing jumping jacks and squats and that sort of thing.
Yep. And
Remember, for kids back at home, don't stretch before exercise. Just warm up. Stretching is actually a good way to tear a muscle if you do it before heavy exercise.
I know. I know that very well.
Yes.
You now see that there is indeed the matron of the house, Bugman, with a small hammer and bell. And you look up to the far end, and there is Rockfen at the end of a line with with this like scope for her thing aimed across the line, and is watching, and just gives a thumb up for us down below. Alrighty, you two ready?
Oh, well, hold on. We're doing this now.
Yeah,
you know.
why not? You're scared? You should be.
So where are we racing to? How far?
I was going to go for a 30-second race, see how we go, but it's up to you.
I mean, we can
The end of the line that they've put up is essentially across the far way down, like the entranceway that will lead you up to Belagar's keep. So it's
It's
300.
go-
It's about 300.
Oh, it's 300 foot. It's not scale. Yes.
No, it is pretty fucking close to scale.
That's
That's
100.
130 on ours.
Fuck,
Just
I thought it was that.
Just maybe twice the distance.
Yeah.
We'll,
We'll basically say that you
we'll-
move. We'll basically say that you
Well,
can
it's-
move whatever your
It's
speed
running
is.
there and back.
half. Yeah, we'll do there and back. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's there, back.
300.
I'm glad someone's smart.
Yeah. Love you. Thanks. Stress. So she looks to you both. What have you been making your bets on for this, by the way? And she just leans on your shoulder. It's about 20 to 1 that you're going to lose. So.
I'm betting 10 copper.
And what about you, Elf?
I mean, wait, so not my odds are 20 to 1. So if I bet, I'll get 20 times back, effectively, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll put out a... Fuck. No,
Oh, Cousin likes gambling.
You've managed to find Kay's kryptonite. Being directly challenged is like his weakness.
He really is.
I know. I know.
Almost pulled out a 500 gold gem, but then hesitated.
Oh, he does like being challenged, and he really doesn't like gambling.
Right.
And I'll just put out a pound
is,
with a 50 gold.
Okay.
This is Frog talking now rather than Ashka, but come on, Golden Boy, what are you doing?
50 gold. Just 50 gold.
So 50 gold gets laid down there, 10 copper on the other side. She looks to you both.
Hey, what are her odds?
Well, she's going to win, so 1 to 1.
What's the point of even betting on?
Well, no, like other people have put in for the pool as well, so. There's a few people betting on you, but it's going to be funny.
Sure.
And she just raises that pistol up into the air.
Well, do you want to
You
cast
won't
your
get
spell
that.
first?
I mean, you want me to prepare? Like, I can do it, but like...
Yeah. I mean, I don't want you dying halfway.
She's allowing
You
you
are
to
high elf.
cast spells. Get your spells ready, boy.
There's no shortcuts and no flying and no interference to each other. All outside interference.
Just put a couple of little bits from little reagents in my bag and just cast haste on myself.
You focus on haste, okay?
I'm
Sure.
going to cast Longstrider.
That's fine.
Okay.
Do I count the spell?
She.
Oh!
Hey, you remember that thing about? You remember that thing of don't interfere?
I think that
I
could be
don't-
classed as interfering.
Would
Yeah,
they
you
not-
might get that.
Would they not?
Yeah,
All
because you
all
would
I've got
go-
to do is It's just
You go-
semantic.
Everyone is looking at you right now.
Everyone-
Everyone is looking at you right now.
Yeah,
You literally have 100 eyes on you.
I'm not going to cheat. It's gambling,
Right.
not a cheater.
Gun gets raised in the air. On your marks! As you all both get down into position. Get set! Roll for initiative.
Now, for
God damn
someone
it,
who
that
was
wasn't-
rubbing it in so much about him casting spells, you were very quick to cast a spell yourself.
Well, it's a wood elf spell, so she didn't have to cast it for the race, but she figured if he's going to do it, it's only turn a bit
Go
fair
ahead,
play.
please. Roll your initiative.
Can't seem to. No, I don't have my proper. I'm using the measuring stick.
Yeah, I had the same problem. I was like, why can't I click? Oh wait, that's the ruler.
Oh, good.
Oh dear.
Okay, so Varus, you get to go first.
My bonus action, I'll activate Blade Song,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll pursue to use my. So it's 40 foot, doubled to 80. So my action would be 80 foot. Hold on.
Oh,
No, my
God,
movement would be
math.
80.
I'd like to
so-
imagine the reason the initiative is so low is because the gun's got off, and as he's gone bolting off, she's just sort of, just sort of got a hand behind her head,
Just
like
chilling
getting a head
out.
start.
So that's my movement.
Okay.
My action is going to be to dash, obviously. There's no point me going like half-assed. That's 40, 45, 50, and then back 30 again. To there. I mean, I could use my hasted action to dash as well. Right?
Might as well, it's a race.
They can see me doing this. They know I'm not cheating, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's all fair game.
And I'm
You've
running
already
another
dashed. You've already dashed, though.
It's my action. But I can dash as my bonus action. My hasted action, sorry. You get dash, dodge, disengage.
Yeah.
It means
haste
that you-
action, regular action, and movement. So yeah, he gets
up to you,
3
Daz.
movements.
Alright.
So I dash
Yeah.
back to there.
The double dash!
That's movement, that's
So,
dash.
to give you an idea, basically, you both get to the speed. So, you're basically running, and she's going to be running behind you. It's not like you've gotten to there and she's not moved yet. So,
Yeah.
to fleet.
Yeah, we said at the same time, the movement.
Okay, since she used Long Strider, she's going to use her movement to move 75 feet. Do you want to move that for me, Dash?
25 feet, fuck me.
There you go.
Then she's going to use her action to dash, which pulls her another 75 feet.
So, you go up to here, and then you go back 20 to here. So, you're there.
And then she's going to spend a key point to move another 75
I
feet.
knew it.
I told you. Someone answer the phone, because I called it.
Oh, wait, are you using your key point to dash? So, you're doing
Yeah.
a double dash.
Yeah, because of bonus action.
The
Well,
double
considering-
dash.
Considering he just used his movement to do a double dash.
Yeah, he can do it. a double
Yeah,
dash.
yeah. That's what my
Like,
monks
a dash is a full extra movement as
It's-
well, man. So, you got the 75.
It's movement, action, bonus action. If bonus action is to key point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you get to do a full dash again. You're not doing your movement; you're doing a full dash.
Oh,
it's-
Is it?
So, yeah,
So
that's what
they're
you just did,
moving-
Varus.
I moved.
Am I correct in that?
No, he
saying?
has two,
I-
he has
right,
two
right,
right.
actions.
I did my movement as movement, my action to dash, and then my hasted action to dash. Could you
You
get an
did
extra
two
action?
dashes,
Yeah.
I did one movement, 2 dashes. Yes.
but so did he.
yeah, that's
Movement, use action to dash, and use action to dash again.
Fine. Yeah, they use that. You use the bonus action to use the key point, right? Is that
Yeah.
how it works? Yeah.
Yeah. It's basically like not having to use your key point is what you did. If you,
so we
is how it works.
basically did 3 movements, right?
Maths is
Yes.
hard.
Yes.
Yes, so it literally comes down to who has a higher movement speed total.
So what was his
Me
movement
being
speed?
40.
Mine
Hasted
was
did 80.
75.
So you'll be 3 squares behind me. at
No,
this
he'll
point.
be 3 scales ahead of. Yeah. Once he does that,
75. Yeah, that's his,
75, but you have 40.
yeah, but I'm hasted, so it's 80. It's doubled. It's
How'd you get 40?
40 with Blade Strong, Because it gets add 10 feet. from very strong,
yes.
and then double.
So you got 35. I need to make
Nice.
sure now, Nemo.
Maths is hard.
Yeah. Nemo,
I
you get
didn't use
35.
my- I mean, I
You
didn't
get,
use
you get
my
35. 45, and then you get the 2 from the effects you have, so you get the bonuses to them.
Yep.
And then you dash with your action. So that
Yep.
gets you 75, 150 is your dash. You're dashing again, that's another 150.
No, it should be another 75, surely.
Yeah. If your movement 75 total at the moment, yeah?
Yeah.
So you move 75, use your action to dash another 75, you then use your bonus action and key point to dash another 75.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to add. Sorry, elk token, and if I use my what we've renamed the rush ability, which is raise.
What a rush!
She can move another 15 feet, so her movement speed would be at least for 1 round.
How do you
Oh,
know the elk
the-
token? Is that an action, a bonus action?
Nope, that's when she goes to what a rush! AKA raging.
So in the prep before the race, when we do the spells,
You got what a
didn't-
rush.
How
didn't say you
are
were-
you,
You
Nemo?
didn't declare it.
I
You
didn't.
didn't
I
declare
didn't.
it.
So he can win. He can win.
You can
Yes,
win.
we can-
If you
yep.
didn't do that, you'd win.
Look at that little shitting face.
You little shit. That's the thing, is that, like, when talking to NPCs, I was like, oh, they've got something because everybody's confident, but I know Krauser and he will not back down. Ever.
Game will
I
refuse
was
all the
so
concept of
the
loss.
whole week I knew there was something hiding that you'd even dare challenge Varys or race. There had to be something.
But no, you win fair and square.
Well, we haven't
Because
finished
you
the race
didn't.
yet.
Because you didn't go to a rush. Actually, restart of initiative. Literally, both of you go again at this initiative order. See if that versus B can. Literally, who gets initiative wins. Whichever one of you gets closer first. So at this
But
round,
wouldn't it be the same initiative?
Yeah, it's the same.
New
We've got to
initiative.
roll initiative again.
I'm asking for new initiative.
I mean, okay.
Because have you seen a sprint where it's like, okay, I'm doing this, and then suddenly someone just starts going faster? It's just because they go faster on the initiative order.
There you go.
And again, ding!
I'll just run off and
Now,
run like 50
Varys?
foot past the line.
Varys, you were like, yeah, I've got this, and up to a point, you look over to your left, and she was there. Up
Yeah, for
to a
most
point.
of it, she's
And then you
equal.
started, she's equal to you, and you're just going, oh shit. And you realize you're casting spells, you're doing your combos, you've outrun giants and wolves and horses and dragons with this thing. And there's this elf. Right up with you.
Yeah, when she crosses the finish line, she's just going to do a couple of cartwheels and say, "Oh, that's fun! I nearly went all out."
Yep.
I'll just slog back because I went way over the line.
Gloria's giving Varys that play nice look.
Lee is thrilled. She thought that was a lot of fun.
Oh god.
And she tosses over him pieces.
Oh, it's like we're in the castle all over again.
The 10 copper pieces that he put up for the bet. Now, she looks alright, so... As the matron Bugman stepped forward. There's a lot of unhappy people currently. Except for a few. And she looks over smugly as she just like puts a bag onto her side. Right. That's mine. Kinda don't have to run the inn for the next 4 weeks now. And then she just hands a bag to you. Now you said 50 gold.
I said
20
50
times
gold.
50 is 1,000.
Whoa.
As she just looks over, alright, we're gonna need a few bags for you. And she just grabs a few bags, and there you get into you 1 bag of 10 platinum, 1 bag of 50 platinum, and
One
then
more 10.
1 bag of 10 platinum, 1 bag of 50 platinum, and then the rest is 400 gold in 1 bag. And it just gets handed to you.
Lee just runs up to you and is like, "Oh my god, high elf magic's so cool! How'd you do that? That is awesome!"
Maybe I'll teach you something good.
Fuck, I should have
Oscar
said.
nudges Glory and says, "So you
Just scroll
have
there.
someone who's adopting."
Kirok goes
Ooh,
up to
next-
Feet and goes, "Oh my god, that was so cool! You're awesome!"
You're the first person to keep up with me, so I'll give her a 10
I wasn't
copper back.
going all out, but still, it's fun.
I'll give her a 10 copper back. It's cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's cool.
You sure?
It was fun. It was fun.
And you can't help but get that little bit of a pine in the back of your head, Varys, or like in the back of your throat when she said, "I wasn't even at full speed." You're like, "What?"
I'm holding back. I'm holding back there.
I want you to do one of your classic wisdom saving throws.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, well,
practice.
this too. Fuck off.
I'll practice for next time. Maybe we can do a marathon.
We'll see.
Bear in mind, guys, marathons go for miles. Literally, I'm gonna trust Nemo to do maths on that shit and leave him for a week and be like, "Let's see who wins."
Right, how long does
Kirok wins.
race
Yeah,
last?
how long haste
does
lasts is the big question there.
Haste is a minute.
Haste lasts 10 minutes. Does it last a minute?
No,
or 10?
haste is just 10 rounds.
Okay.
Problem
Yeah,
is-
no, he outran you.
the
Just
problem
because
is,
you
Rage
lose a
will
round
run out.
of.
if you don't take
You can
damage,
just keep swinging. She doesn't have to hit anything. She can just keep swinging at something or keep
That's
poking
true.
herself.
She doesn't even
She
have to
just
do
keep
that.
poking herself.
I mean, her base
Also-
movement speed is 65 feet. That's just her walking.
Yeah.
So, can we ask what your loadout is now?
Well, I can already tell you what her loadout is. She's
Yeah.
a monk barbarian.
Yeah, but I'm curious what the
Rogue.
split is.
Monk, barbarian, rogue.
Yeah, with
Uh,
the rogue.
Barbarian
Which even
5,
rogue?
Monk 4.
Cool.
Was it barbarian? Actually, you're not a
Yeah.
rogue.
No, yeah,
Nope.
no, she's
No,
the
I never
only
said about
reason
being a
you
rogue.
think she's a rogue
Nope.
is because of the
You didn't realize
vote.
if she did the cunning action, that would be the most bullshit thing ever. Just meep, meep,
It's also a bonus action, so she couldn't do the key point thing. It'd basically be the same.
Yeah, but it's doing it for free.
Just out of
So, yeah.
curiosity,
That was funny.
how's your base movement at 65?
Basically, for both barbarian and monk.
Wood elves get
Barbarian-
35. Barbarians get
Barbarian
another
gets
10.
plus 10. Wait, I've got this on a notepad.
Well,
Actually,
I'm
maybe we
not
should
doing
do this
it.
after the session.
No, we
Yeah.
have to do this numbers in front of people.
It's,
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
it's
Yeah, but
purely
both
curious.
barbarian and monk get bonuses to their movement from armor
Okay.
defense.
Yeah, because of
Oh,
having
Because
I'm
she's
on
gone.
my
Because she's gone 5-4. I believe it's 10
Wood Elf
from both.
35, Monk
Yeah.
10. The Barbarian.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
barbarian fast movement.
an extra 10, and then the mobile feat, which is another 10.
That's nice.
So that's how you get 65.
I like that a lot.
That's
I like
lovely.
that a lot.
This is
Actually,
basically,
she's-
I'm guessing, one of Nemo's characters where he was like, okay, how do I get to do
This is
supersonic?
This is
Ah.
Nemo's
Oh no,
speed
this
away
isn't my
character.
speed breaking build.
Okay.
It's like
I
the
feel
time
that-
that me and Spook sat down and we calculated the best way to get the highest AC you possibly could, and we were just like, "Oh, this is dirty."
The speed breaking build involves a Khajiit. I mean, Tabaxi.
Yes.
Basically, PG.
So then,
Yes, I am elk
people
token
begin
barbarian,
breaking off
so
from-
I can get plus 15 feet speed while raged.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
so to give you guys an idea, people do begin stepping away now that the race is over. Okay, and everyone just begins walking back to their own personal duties or own activities.
Probably disappointed that it went so quickly.
Yeah, literally.
Don't quite know what they expected from a sprint.
We'll race for further next
It's
time.
literally like 12 seconds.
Yeah, we'll go further next time.
If she was one level higher, she would have gotten 5 extra feet on her movement speed. So
Mm.
So then, ladies and gentlemen, what would you like to do next?
Um,
I'm
What
basically just
time
gonna
is it,
be.
by the way?
It's early morning. It's about 10 o'clock.
Fleet's just doing cartwheels.
I just want to go ahead and sit down and start getting spells.
You're going to start transferring spells. You're going to spend your days doing that, yeah?
Yeah.
where you can transfer them from?
Borrow your book, dummy.
I mean, the book's not
You
leaving
probably
on my
ask.
side.
Well, yeah.
You gotta
I
ask
mean, I'm,
first. I think is what he's saying.
yeah.
That was
Hey,
an out
Varys.
character where you copied them from. Mm-hmm. The little one. What's up?
Mind if I borrow your book to copy down some spells into my mind?
One condition.
What?
2 conditions.
Is it 1, 2, what? What are we doing
It's 2
here?
conditions.
Alright.
1, you do it outside. Like outside. Because I'm not staying indoors any longer.
Yes!
Oh, outside. I want to go climbing.
Yes!
Number 2, you let me borrow some ink. Maybe like a vial or 2 tops.
I mean, I did buy 9 levels of ink. Okay.
I just butt into the conversation and say, can I come too?
Sure.
As
I mean,
the
The moment you make-
literally,
The moment you said
You can do
outside, that was more that got her than anything.
I've got a book as well that I've not read. I should read it.
that's the
I'm
case.
I'm gonna run over, just excited, and grab Roman, and then just start running outside.
Oh god.
I mean, you out there, remember?
I fly after her.
I actually was
Now,
thinking
she's
about just
tiny.
stopping and grabbing some more
She's
ink,
tiny.
but never mind.
She's tiny
I'll go
and
grab
not very strong, so it's interesting. She has trouble lifting you up, but once she's got you on her shoulders, her speed doesn't slow down at all.
Oh,
Dash, can I go and just pick up a little bit of ink?
we're going to get some ink now, buddy. Ink?
Sure.
I'll say to Varys, tell him to let him know I sent him.
Oh, the little gnome with a mad mohawk, buddy. He's a bit queer, he is.
That's the one. I'm not as rich as that guy. That guy is loaded. I'm
Oh,
only
I
a bit-
know he is.
Don't kill Blue! Don't
Ma-
kill Blue!
Maybe like half the amount
Please
that he bought.
don't kill the bird!
Maybe 250.
How much you want?
About 250.
Okay, good. Alright then, that'll be 250 gold pieces, but bing, 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 bing. Oh, wait. Ba-doom. That much. I'm waiting for my money.
Alright, I've given the money. It's the right
Cash
amount.
money! Money!
He's not cheating me, is he? I assume.
Make an insight check.
I'll never trust any of these people.
You don't trust me.
There's a reason.
He's hard to read. In his manicness, you can't generally go, is he just being mad? Basically,
If I
the
look
way
at
he is just so over the top is throwing you off.
I'm so done with this shit. I'll just buy it. I'm done. Let's go.
Have a nice day! Ooh,
Come down to Crazy Mike's magic shop. We got magic ink. We're going crazy for it. Look, magic ink here, magic ink there, magic ink everywhere.
Don't forget, Clear Food, Fire Bells, Rune and Alchemist Mastery Shop of Things. Bye!
Rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, just rolls right off the top.
I just want to point out for the first task on our list, all the kids have gone to play outside if Ash and Glory want to do anything.
Oh, this is a perfect plan.
Literally, the kids have
I
gone
did
outside.
notice that.
As much as I would love to go outside, the stuff I need to do.
We've not
while I'm
seen
here.
sunlight in 2 weeks.
The stuff we need to do, is that what the kids are calling it these days?
Well,
Well,
if-
you
if
tell us, kid.
There's stuff we need to do, and it's called each other.
Well, it's more that I need to see relations.
Hi Mum, hi Dad. Sorry I didn't come say hi earlier. I was doing stuff. Glory steps in. I'm stuff.
Yeah.
Awkwardly? Yeah.
So then, I take it you do, in fact, eventually go to the Corbin house?
If possible, can we pass by a temple?
Ah,
Ideally
that's-
to Moradin.
You can go to Temples of Moradin. There are... It's like going into a, more or less, it's like going into any Irish place. It's like, oh look at all these churches. Pick one.
Going to the temple, gonna get married.
I wish it was as easy as that, but no. Can Ashka just pray for a second for courage?
Sure.
Glory doesn't go Glory just kind of stands at the back and quietly does the same.
You just go, I don't care what god is listening to me right now, just do me a solid here. I'm
I
scared.
need a little bit of strength, please.
I am scared. Help me.
And I need your spark of wisdom right now.
But you need a miracle. Anyway, go on ahead and make a religion check. See how much your god wants to help you. I'd love it if your god was just going, nah, fam, you're on your
Glory
own.
too?
Glory doesn't really have
Glory
a god.
too, or...
More just you.
It's up to us, I don't mind.
Well, she said that she was praying.
Oh, sorry.
said
I
that
was
she
trying to
was
say it.
praying
I was trying to say it. Glory, do you have a god?
Didn't used to.
I think we're both fond of Timora now, aren't we?
Fond of Timora, fond of Moradin too. Probably more fond of Moradin than Timora.
Considering Timora saved your ass a few times, I want to pray to her.
Yeah. Glory, yeah. Glory's had good luck with both Timora and Moradin generally. So,
Just make a
I
general
don't-
religion check then, fam.
Oh Jesus, I've never made one of these before.
Yes! Okay.
Wait, holy shit, what?
Yeah.
Not to sound pessimistic, but we might need that.
Yeah!
Are you ready for a miracle?
What we got? Natural 20.
Nope, 22.
Really high. Oh, dang!
Okay,
You're on your
okay,
side
okay.
tonight.
Possibly
Win.
the first time Glory's ever prayed to something in particular.
Did you play to Timora? It's
Probably.
really mentioned Timora.
So yeah, Timora has been mentioned and then thus appeared.
She just like pokes her head in. She literally just pokes her head in like, what's up?
Our characters are blessed to be together. The gods wish it.
No, this god wishes it.
Divinely. Timora was like, I like these. I like these girls.
I like what you're doing right here.
See, I'm calling for a Vegas wedding right now.
Getting him loose.
Go to a Grim wedding. No, go to Neverwinter. That's clearly Vegas.
That's
Oh,
more New
God.
York.
With most of the shit that goes on in Neverwinter, I would say more Vegas.
What
Yeah.
happens in Nevermore stays in
Stays
Nevermore.
in Nevermore.
Okay, so you do both pray, and the gods are a bit silent.
Glory didn't expect anything else.
But you do get the... Right, let's go do this. There is a slight confidence to you.
As we continue walking, I
Wait,
start.
is it possible the two goddesses were Netflix and chilling?
Oh my
I
god.
more
if
think-
that happened, I would love that.
I more think like the Raven Queen and Seven Ray sat at a tea table just like talking
Yeah,
and drinking and
somebody
chatting.
drew that. That was so good.
And then she just goes, hang on, I have to take this. I'm gonna punch a dragon! Boom!
Sarah
And then
Reno.
Corn comes in, Corn comes in doing the Macho Man L drop. Grog's better!
Saren Ray, no! Saren Ray, yes!
This is a tangent.
I love
I
the Chris
punch that
fandom.
dragon right in the butt. Okay.
As Glory and Ashka are walking along, Ashka is sort of saying, "Yeah, excuse my dad if he goes on a bit. He likes his stories. He doesn't necessarily know when to stop, unfortunately."
Ash, it's fine. Honestly, if your family's half as nice as you are, I'll be fine. And I'm just
Okay.
gonna follow your lead on this one.
That's kind of what I'm worried about. As you might know, I'm not, shall we say, a traditional dwarf.
I'm not traditional in any sense, so this might go well.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing the door being opened. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. I brought someone. She just pokes her head and leans down in the doorway.
6 foot, fucking 6 foot six.
So we cast an introduce on her just to be it.
Shrink it down.
It's a bit more.
No, he means to make her large. He wants to go Alice in Wonderland and this shit. Feet coming out the window.
If Kirok makes Ask bigger and I'll make Glory smaller.
We can do that.
God, don't scare Mum and Dad even more.
That can be arranged.
The kids are outside playing.
Bonus Nemo points for mentioning Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Nemo inspiration.
Yes.
I got it. Next time he won't kill me as hard. I'll just do it quicker.
I mean,
Right,
no,
so-
maybe. What?
You guys eventually come to the Korobin establishment, which does have the symbol of Morden, hammer and anvil, outside as its actual hanging symbol off the frame. And you do hear the ting, 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 ting. Oh, and as you guys are walking, about you hear, like, because it is a city where there's a lot of smiths, usually a lot of own personal smiths. It's like having your own shed in the back, more or less. Eventually, you two just hear rum, rum, drum, rum, rum. As you turn a corner and you both bump into someone. You bump into the, more or less the stomach. I see this large apron with a very large broom, and there's a ridiculously small hat with a small tie connecting onto the bottom with this ridiculous bow tie here. Oh, sorry, are you? As you both look up, a gog.
What? What? What is he doing here?
God?
hi. Glory? Ask?
Oh,
What
Varys
is
isn't
it?
there.
Suck my dick. I thought you were all gonna go. I thought you were all gonna go. Suck my dick. That's why I was like,
So unhappy.
uh,
This has not been a good session for Krauser.
You kidding me? He just earned $1,000.
It's not worth it.
The
Okay,
ego
come on,
bruise
okay,
is
come
too
on.
big.
Hello, old friend. How have you been?
And he just like kneels down and goes, "Oh, sorry," and just begins scooting the dirt into the corner that you guys kind of ended up standing in. Sorry, well, I'm good. And he just crouched down now, and he's just like hunched over in this really almost awkward position for him, just like to get to eye level. I kind of just went around looking for things to do, and I didn't want to keep beating people up, so I kind of just went here, and I wrote up my resume, and he just takes out this crumpled piece of paper,
He can write.
and
Me
I want you
over.
both.
Me do
I-
good things.
I want you to both make perception checks.
He
Actually,
can't
as he
write.
takes this out. No, not for that.
But,
Jesus Christ. Well, it's not with advantage.
sorry.
We'll say you're caught off guard, and it's difficult for you to look up at it. Lori, excuse me. As you look up, you look at his head, and there's this headband around it. It's small by his standard, it's kind of tight fixing, but it has a single gem at the front of it. An identical one to yours.
I was smarter than I remember.
I was about to say, wait a second. God couldn't speak common, could he?
He could. Barely.
Yeah, not well.
I kind of found this on someone that didn't need it no more, so I put it on. It says to do good things sometimes, so I do good things a lot now. I'm trying to help.
That's good.
So they gave me a job doing the sweeping up, which I don't mind. So what bring you here?
We've had a very big adventure since we left you last.
Ooh. Sorry I left you. And he just looks down to himself, kind of kicking in front of him. You know what? He does have these ridiculously big sandals that look like there's like a quadruple E.
Don't worry about apologizing to us.
We're just glad to see you still standing.
What about Elfie boy?
You just missed him. He's gone up to the surface for a bit. He'll be back in a bit.
I'm going to be working the streets for another hour. Wait. I just like begins looking and thinking, that's an hour. Yeah, that's an hour. Yeah. I get hungry, someone says food, and it's usually a period of time from now. That's a new word. The Hellbound keeps making me think of things that are better than dumb stuff. It's good. And he's kind of like, as he's there, he's kind of just shuffling more dirt into the corner. More like awkward than anything. As he just like pulls himself back up, he's kind of almost hiding behind it, like the naughty, like shy kid kind of style. I should leave you alone then, shouldn't I?
You're alright. If you want to see Varus, we can meet up with you later if you want.
I usually finish up near the big fancy one's tavern. I'm not allowed in there. I never have money for it, so I don't go. That and everything's made for smaller people, and I don't want to smash the stuff because then I have to pay for the stuff. I did that before, and then I keep making money back to make sure I pay them back, and then I get food. So I try not to sit in the stuff to break it.
Sounds like a fair enough process. Well, we can meet up with you and we can bring Varus. Be a little surprise.
I'm going to be working around for a little bit more, so I'll see you later then. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
Before you go, Gog.
You?
A token to remember us by. If you do, of course. And Ashka places a hand on the broom.
Mm-hmm.
And begins then making it sprout branches with a big vine with the little white flowers as before.
That's pretty. Yeah, that's really pretty. They took my club and they made it into this big broom, and you realize the head of this broom is just ridiculously long. It is literally like you put this down and take out like half the street with it if you went fast enough.
It's like a road cleaner.
Yeah. Literal road cleaner. Boom.
And there's black and yellow stripes on his apron.
No, it's all red. It makes me go faster.
I understood that.
So,
We'll meet with you later, Gog.
Okay. I'm sure you can just ask for me. I'm not that hard to miss. And he just begins pushing through it. As he gets to the next corner, he goes, coming through. Woo. And off goes Gog.
My heart.
Oh,
My baby all grown up. On his way to murder
Basically.
people.
Oh.
So you guys helped change an ogre's life, which was meant to be just a basic, unimportant NPC from fucking Mandolin.
Oh, that's it now. Glory, we are gathering the kids. We are having a proper little party.
It's a family
Okay.
gathering.
Yes.
If I was there and had higher intelligence, I would have a question to ask.
Who's to say that you can't ask the question when we meet up again?
Because I'm not smart enough to think of that question.
My former problem.
Ah well. Now then.
You know
Back
what
to the
question
issue
you
at
know what
hand.
question I'm thinking of, don't you?
It's not your
He
time.
knows. You know.
It's not your time. Let's move on. As you guys continue down and along to the Kurban establishment, we're gonna take a 5-minute break.
Oh my god, we haven't had one of those in ages!
I sit down. 5 minutes later.
Well, fuck you for fucking off.
This is the
I
session
thought
of
you said-
Fuck Crowther.
you mean?
too.
Aww.
Besides, that's her job.
Fuck me, though. I've just got 1,000.
Yeah.
It's just,
Yeah, you just
Was
want
it
to
wor-
race.
But was it worth it?
Was it worth it?
Yeah.
and we get some sweet golden
Well done.
anyway.
Well done. You're 180 and you beat a 14-year-old at a race.
We'll be back in a minute, guys. Don't go anywhere.
Move.
Ready.
Ribbit.
And we're back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and everything inside and outside of those boundaries. When we last left off, our party's mothers found themselves encountering Gog, a ogre they once helped against a tribe of orcs who he was essentially a part of until experiencing a charmed person spell. After which the party made him work alongside them for a brief period, which he did quite amicably. And then he left the party after being told he had to go by someone. And just simply referred to her as she and was too big to really argue with. So, they now found him with a headband of intelligence of all things. They know this because, well, Lori has one on. And he has become somewhat of a street cleaner for the city of Gauntlegram. With his resume.
And
Which
we
I-
love him.
Which I love because no one actually read the resume. Which he took out, even though it was slightly crumpled.
Was it what I said? Me ogre, me do good work.
Nope. But
Never
no
know.
one read it. You will now never know. You will die before you see him next.
Would have been enjoying.
Very possible.
Don't say that,
You can never tell in this game.
honey. You know I love you. Don't do that.
Das, I'm gonna block you. Don't do that face to me.
Ban blocked.
No, wait, stop! I love you! Stop
Smash
it!
kick.
Stop!
So, you all continue along. You two do anyway, to the sounds of forge work. Ting, ting, ting. Of the bellows going. And it's in the morning, and you do see then an elderly dwarven female stepping out, basically stepping out from the front and turning in over to the forge side, which is closer to you two, and speaking in. Gwyndian dear, do you really have to be working so early in the morning? And she looks over. Gwyndian? Yeah! Gwyndian? What? Gwyndian? I can hear you! Just say it, John! Gwyndian, come here! Oh, fine, well, it better be bloody. He looks over to Ashk and Glory, standing in the middle of the road. What are you two currently doing?
Turn around and leave.
Glory's just kind of walking next to Ash, just kind of like nervously, like fidgeting. Like,
She doesn't know what to do with her hands.
Oh,
She's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
she's got a fidget spinner.
She needs one. How stressed she is. But yeah,
Funnily
she's
enough,
like,
you are
she
basically
looks-
describing how I met Stacy's parents. Like, I'm not gonna meet you!
The inevitable meet the parents nerves.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Ashka sort of stands up straight. She seems a little bit more relaxed, but she's still a little bit nervous, obviously. And she says, "Hi, Mum. I have a surprise."
She looks over to you a bit concerned. Okay. Is something the matter, love? Well, hi first. It's been a while.
Yes, it has indeed. How are things?
Things are good. I'm more curious about your surprise. Not much has changed for us. Our children are all off adventuring, and we're just sat there thinking to ourselves, where's our girls at?
I have the same ear, but
I have a doubly. I have you as well.
Well, I'm still alive, thankfully.
Yes, definitely, thankfully.
There's someone that I'd like you to meet.
And she looks over and looks up towards the tiefling.
Glory just kind of gives a little nod.
This is Glory. She is my girlfriend.
And kind of girlfriend. As they both look for a moment of. Didn't expect that, pretty much.
That's a pretty standard reaction when seeing Glory.
Oh, Glory, is it? At this point, the father's kind of just slacked out that. The beard is down just towards the chin there a bit, or just down below, just below the chest level. As she, well, I certainly didn't expect that. Nothing's. We don't mean. I don't mean that as in anything's wrong with that theory. I don't
It's
take that as
fine.
a.
Don't worry.
It's
lovely to meet you both.
Make a persuasion check.
Jesus.
Oh no!
You're meeting the in-laws! You're meeting the in-laws!
Performance maybe, but persuasion.
You will have advantage on this.
Performance and persuasion would both be equally bad for me, boy.
We'll say persuasion with advantage, and I'm gonna give you a d6 because you're rolling that 20. Firstly, you prayed, then you prayed well. So Timora's like, a bit of luck.
Oh.
Need a bit more luck.
Welcome to my life. D6, you said, because I'll
Yeah.
take it.
11. DC wasn't that high. It was more of the shock factor of, well, you've got someone with manners anyway. Can we invite you in for some tea? It's like, hey, you see the father just go, that iron's going to shit now. I am fucking working on this. I need to hear about this. Well, I suppose my name is Frigg, and this is Gwyndian. And as you know, we're Ashk's parents. And Gwyndian then speaks up. Ah, yes, I'm Gwyndian Curban, and I'm well. And he just begins doing the courteous dwarven bows and nods and salutes and greetings, everything under the sun you could think of. Almost more nervous than you are in this moment of just rattling them out, and he just lists out
Possible?
listing out family names and honoraries and greetings and.
Dad, please. That's fine. That's fine. Why don't you talk about that sword that you? Why don't you talk about that sword that you made? Glory.
He thinks for a moment. Sweetheart, you know I make a lot of swords, eh? Do you want to talk more about that belt buckle your mother helped make with me?
Yes, that too.
And she just, all right. I think a bit of tea to calm the nerves. It's a bit early still as well. Ooh, right. Let's go inside. And they do lead you in.
Yes.
And Glory, it is a house made for dwarves. You're not Gandalfing in Bag End, but you're close enough.
Oh god.
That's what they
Good
call
news,
it
he hasn't
now,
brought out the
Gandalf.
shotgun yet.
I can say it and you all immediately know what I'm referring to.
Oh yeah. He hasn't brought out the shotgun. I think you're doing well.
Among staff.
It's going great. You did a good job not bringing any of us.
Yeah. Oh my god, hang on. I need to not picture that aggressively.
Imagine it's like Kirak poking her fat face. They're my mothers now!
I don't know where that came from, but
Thanks, episode.
Why was that so
No,
funny? I just
no,
gave a
no, no.
thumbs up.
No, you gave a thumbs up as a squeaky toy went.
Kirok
Blue,
will be played
Blue,
by.
watch that back. Watch that back. It happened. Oh my god. That's the most Kirok thing. Put that on a shirt.
Put that on a shirt.
Oh god.
Somebody make it. Somebody gif it.
Please, someone give it.
Somebody
I'm begging.
clip it. Somebody
I'm literally
clip
going to
that,
commission
please.
someone.
Flip it later.
Oh god. Okay. So, caught entirely off guard.
And
guys-
breathe.
And breathe, form, and enter. You
Release.
guys step in, and it doesn't take long before you hear the familiar whistling sound of the kettle, and Ray just reaches in with a big heavy mitt on and just reaches over, taking it up and in, and you do see at this point symbols and designs of both families in a crest with the Korobin and with the Kodwin names underneath each one of them. And above them you see a standard military dwarven sword and shield above one side. And they're actually just like older shield and sword that have been a bit chipped and used. And on the other side you see a weathered bow and arrows. Just more so like a loose design left up there. As they bring you in, there are dry fruits, biscuits, tea. There's some bit of cold sausage from the morning breakfast. Well, we haven't gotten rid of anything yet. I was going to save them for lunch, but I guess we're having lunch now then. All right. It just begins pouring the tea out to you two. And if you want, we can roleplay this, or we can just say that it's slightly awkward as every one of these.
I'm cool with that, but can I
Blue's-
make a quick
Blue's face
insight
is
check
of
or something?
Sure, go ahead and make an insight check. But I'm just watching Blue just going.
Hey, Lord knows I get enough like weird, awkward backstory role plays from various campaigns. It's great to see other people doing it.
Oh my dear, it is not quite delightful.
Oh boy.
You have to ask your question as well when you make this.
Gotta ruin the mood.
Okay, go into DM Whispers.
Oh my
You have to
God.
ask me whatever the fuck this is.
Ooh.
Oh.
So
I don't even know what she's
everybody,
asked.
So everybody
I
goes
don't-
chocolate game tea.
I don't even know what this
They make
is.
great presents for the in-laws.
Yeah.
Please
Some
say
lovely
someone
scented
apart
candles
from
like the
Blue
one I am
saw
burning
the
here right
whole.
now. I'm burning lore tonight. Yeah.
You're burning the law.
Here
Burning the law. Burning the
is
law.
lovely. Lovely floral.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah, Blue,
Games
did you
Expo
like?
is coming up, so we've got some new stuff planned for that. So they should be available on the website afterwards. But there's lots of cool stuff that you're all gonna love. There's like 4 t-shirts,
Oh,
I
to
think.
learn how to lip read. Be amazing.
Oh, if only, if only.
Blue, how did you like the pouring on it? You enjoyed that, did you?
There's a feat for that, lip reading.
I know. Gamara have it.
Oh, I just saw
I
Cole's
know, in
questions. You sent me.
IRL.
Girl said she was gonna kill me because she thought I'd bought popcorn.
I just saw it. So it's like we both just we both nearly died. I'm just laughing. That's it.
I had to turn my microphone off.
Got a surprise. So's the finger, the ring finger.
Going on for a while.
I see. They're secretly Tarask.
Oh,
My parents.
frick. This-
I come down here and frick.
I gotta say, it was very surreal to hear somebody say in character in a game of D&D. It's not happened yet.
Which
Not yet.
is this party member's relatives demons too?
Oh my dear.
I mean, yes.
We all know about the humans.
Gotta ruin the mood. Moving on.
So the biscuits and everything are there. They're dried. They're buttered. The biscuits are buttered, and the fruits are dried. It's like dried plums and grapes.
Nice.
Yeah.
People like grapes.
People are like, yes, we approve.
I approve of biscuits with butter on. Approve of that.
Alright. So they eventually begin sitting themselves down, and okay. So how did you meet?
I
You two are
Okay.
quickly to remember.
Notebooks.
I remember Goy's just looking at Ash because like, please, Ash, do all the talking.
Help! Help!
It has been a literal year.
I remember.
Yeah,
Out
it
of
was,
character and in
I
character.
believe it was. I believe it was in
Outside
cave,
of
not
Cragmaw
so long
Cave.
after,
Outside of Cragmaw Cave. Basically, they were doing some fighting. You poked your head because you heard about some fighting. You went, "What's all this fighting noises?"
Yeah,
And then you failed an athletics check
Yeah.
and went hip deep in the river.
yeah. I have the drawing to prove it.
Ah, memories. We were so young and low leveled.
Now you're not.
I'm younger. Work that one out.
And higher levels.
Yeah. So Ashker explains it and said, "Well, I ended up with very, very soggy armor that day."
And your dad's kind of laughing, and your father, you notice as well, he's doing his thing of looking at her armor, and he's just like looking both of you over, and he's kind of just only not processed. Is that adamantite? Where'd you get adamantite?
Citadel Felbar.
I just picture this as being Dad, my girlfriend's eyes are up there.
No, she's looking. Well, to be fair, it's Ashbury in the adamantite.
Yeah.
Ash has got the cooler armor. Technically.
You've got the black.
Yeah, I've
like,
got the Daedric.
You've got Daedric armor. You want to honestly look me dead in the eye and say Daedric armor doesn't look that ass.
Oh no, Daedric armor looks fucking cool.
So we'll say
this
you.
is from.
Go on.
This is from Citadel Felbar.
Oh, and you guys begin explaining Citadel Felbar. You begin explaining your events. Your father pipes in with questions whenever it goes on about taking out Cragmaw Castle and delving into Fandalar. Sorry. And your mother begins piping up a lot more when it comes to Glory, especially when it comes to the incident with the Oni. Incredibly curious about Glory tracking it down.
Shit, I remember that. Fuck, that was ages ago.
Yes, and you were on the fucking ball finding a kid.
Yeah.
And then you reveal
I've seen
you
it.
show off the badass scar that you have as well from it, still the one you chose never to have healed.
Yeah,
Down the eye.
my face one.
And sounds like someone was a ranger in the past life. And they continue talking, and they get really interested with the giants then. Your stories with Harshnag are shocking and amazing. And you explain about Whitefang, Citadel Felbar, the Underdark, and they both, as you both say the Underdark, look to each other going, ooh. And
yeah, I feel
that
much
folk-
the same.
It's not meant to be a nice place, no. And then your mother just looks straight forward, just like zone through. It's like, it's not a nice place.
Yeah, we're both glad to be out of there, as well as the rest of our party.
Oh yes, you mentioned your friends before. Where are your friends? I'd love to meet them.
Let's just say that we've spent too long underground. A little bit
They
of
all gone
cabin fever starting
outside.
to- Yes.
That's fair enough. Fair enough.
Yes.
And every time, by the way, you guys have gone on about a story. Your father's almost gotten out of keeps going to a pen and like an inkwell and a bit of parchment, and tries to draw out what he's picturing the fight looking like the battlefield, and like try to go across it. Like, So you moved over there. That's kind of smart. And then you did this here, and then you did as a great.
die.
I will kill you. I don't even mean in this campaign. I'm killing you somewhere.
That was something to hear. Just my headset cuts out. Come back.
Right
and
about-
kill you.
So continuing on.
Dad, you don't need to archive everything. Like,
No, but it's really interesting. So you did this. And I'm still amazed you took out that giant with the giant shield, and then you found that weird axe, and you just gave it back, and that was an axe from the Slayers Guild, and you encountered the king of the Slayers Guild, and you encountered King Morin. And question: who currently has the lions?
I do, because they're in the bag of holding.
The moment you mentioned going to King Morin and you mentioned receiving something, they both are very interested. Like, could you show us a genuine, like, holy shit, wait. It's like pretty much meeting a president from a different country. I'm just really curious to actually see what you got from them.
I look at Ash.
it's Mum I'm not so worried about. Dad, I'll leave it to you.
That's not necessarily a good idea, but I'll get one of the lions out of the bag of holding.
They both just begin like eyeing it up, like leaning over the table at it, and you never really took time to inspect it, but this is perfect, pure gold, solidified into form, with each claw being these beautiful, like, not sure if it's platinum or some other like bright, like clearer kind of diamond design to it, and the teeth of these rubies, and the eyes of these black opals.
Possibly my favorite thing we own.
Is you can just go, lions! There! Well, you say King Morin, then lions. So they're just like inspecting it over. It's like, wow, you. And you just see your mother, Ash, just like leans in a little bit. Frigg does and goes, oh, my little Ash is all grown up. Off on her adventures.
Yes, it's adventures is one word for it.
And then your father begins chiming in. So, I want to hear more about Sildar. I want to hear more about him. I haven't seen him in years! He used to captain our platoon. And then you look up and there is a Lord's Alliance design on top of that shield, just like in the corner.
Well, Glory dear, you can tell them all about Sildar.
Oh, can I ever? I will tell them whatever strange stories Faith has inevitably told me that one time we hung out. And also that I know that he's going to be around in a few days, because I just remembered that.
Yeah. You explain the stories that more or less Rockfen told you as well, that Sildar is now the War Duke, which really catches him off guard. Oh, Jesus, someone's gone up in the world, hasn't he? And you.
Carry on.
Carry on our way,
It's not like I was talking anyway, I'm just gonna go back to being muted.
It's right, it's time for wizard mischief. Magic mischief.
Yeah, we're actually going to go, where's our children?
Oh.
So, at present,
Transition.
we have Varys as a sheep being chased by wolves. Roman is on the back of him. We have Fleet running backwards, running away from said wolves, and then Kirok is probably very high in the sky.
Yeah, I'm on Huru probably.
That's not actually happening.
You're on Huru flying around.
How
Flying.
fast is
Faster than
Faster than
you,
you.
my darling. His distance is measured in miles, not feet.
Yeah.
And actually, since we are being
That's
chased by
like a
actual wolves,
challenge.
I'm going to use Dominate Beast.
You cast Dominate Beast on the wolves, and you just tell the wolves to fuck off, and the alpha just goes, no, guys, we gotta go. Why? You told us to fuck off. No. And everyone just leaves.
Reminds me of that Stalk movie for some reason.
To let you know, Huru can move at 120 feet flying. So whenever Huru dashes, they go 240, and they go over terrain, which you don't.
I'll work on it.
You work
Well,
on wings.
I'm sort of he's flying slow to keep up with us because I'm also flying like I'm flying in the air rather than on his back because I need to stretch my wings. I've been underground for too long.
You wanna fly on your birdie's wing.
I'm assuming me and Roman are just chilling underneath a tree, just
Yeah.
comparing spell notes. And...
Spell notes. Comparing your wisdom.
I just I pull out two what would you call them? Like ice pick looking things from behind my back, which are attached to a rope, and just start climbing up a tree. And then just
Okay.
start parkouring around because that's what she does.
Boing, 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 boing. Make an athletics check.
It'd be acrobatics.
You gotta pull yourself up first.
Pick
You
up.
weak ass honky.
Nice.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay, make an acrobatics check with advantage then, you bitch. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah, Varus, you're looking up and you're very glad that she wasn't going at full pace, because looking at her right now, you're thinking, shit.
Yeah, I'm just like...
It's
about
irritating because you just notice the shadow flickering past you every now and again. It's like,
I'm like trying to like chase down Kirok and stuff, even though that's impossible.
You try to.
We're in the
you
air,
try-
so that's an
You try
interesting
to.
challenge.
You try to keep underneath them.
Yeah, it's just fun. She just like racing things.
It's
You
like
just
your
can't win.
challenge, but you know that you're currently being outran. Big time.
How high up are Kirok and who are flying?
That's entirely up to them.
Probably pretty high.
I'd say about 300 feet.
It's been a
That's
long
fine.
time underground.
I'm trying to find this out fun and stupid. No,
What are you
I'm
trying
not
to
gonna
do?
I'll
What are you
I'll-
gonna do?
I'm not going to do it, but I was like, so I do something fun and stupid and help Fleet catch up by D-dooring next to Kirok.
Oh boy. You're better off. Oh, whatever.
I've got Featherfall prepared, it's fine.
Maybe we should put back before the children kill themselves back to
I've got,
the
I've
inwards.
got my new owl friend as well, who I've struggled to come with a name with, but she's there as well. This one's female. She's there as well.
Yeah,
When Fleet's gotten tired of running around, not that she gets tired, but she's going to get down and basically just doing squats on the spot like endlessly. She's young, even though she's hungover. She's just exercised endlessly. She's going to say, "Your bed friend seems happier now. What was wrong with her?"
she needs some fresh air.
She was all mopey.
She needs
Lou, I added something into summons for you. There you go. You can work on that from there. So then, we'll say
Fast,
for the
let's
sake
talk shop.
of
What kind of shoes do you got?
we'll say for the sake of brevity, you guys do chat, relax, and talk. You eventually, but very slowly, introduce the Korribans to the defenders of Faerun. More or less individually as you go. And it's like one of those things of introducing them slowly and like one at a time kind of thing.
Give them time to process each one.
Process.
Well, I can imagine Kirok is actually hiccuping from eating a rat or something she found.
Probably. Fresh,
300
familiar.
At 300
fresh
feet in the
service
air.
food.
Oh, by the way, yeah, I take it that the friends do in fact look up their spell books.
Yes.
So,
I'm gonna
Kirok,
I'm gonna read my
Indeed.
book
read
for
it.
the first
Read
time.
your book. Read your book.
I'm gonna read my book. You carry on. I'm gonna read my book.
Varus, what does she find in her book?
She finds some pages. She spells them. No, she finds a find familiar spell.
Yay! I can summon another bird.
Because all the birds.
We're gonna
all
have
the
like
birds.
we have like
Flop.
we have like 5 children and like 60 pets.
Well, you have Turk,
Yeah.
Peru, small rainbow owl, now more bird.
You see,
And
I've
also
got, I've got
Page
Golden
Familiar.
I've got giant rainbow bird. I've got large
Narrowin's
rainbow bird. So
familiar.
can I have a small rainbow bird? Because currently I've
Yeah.
got 2 rainbow
Yeah.
birds.
You
And
got a
3
giant-
rainbow birds.
You currently have a giant owl, which is a large beast.
Toucan! You need a toucan for no other reason than I want a toucan.
We'll do the flavor. I want it to have the stats of an owl from the familiar book because that's the cool one.
That's fine.
But I'll
we'll work
go
on that
over
one
we'll go
later.
over description as to what type
It's
of
like
bird it is
Russian
later.
nesting owls.
So, now I have to put in the summons for your other small bird friend.
I just
I
need
wanna
I need my own summons category.
I want to collect my daggers, my kunai as well at some point in the evening.
Kirok's menagerie.
Yeah,
The menagerie is for birds only.
it's my flock.
But yeah,
There
no,
you go,
that,
Blue.
that imp is never coming back.
Added that one.
Yay! Now I gotta find another picture.
Your other small bird friend.
The other one's big owl friend. Is large.
He large.
She.
She large. Sorry. Will not misgender the owl. So,
Did you just assume that owl's gender?
Shut
come
up.
on now.
Shut up, Krauser.
Kay now has a -4 to all saving throws.
Oh.
No more
And his
comments
penis
about-
has, and his penis becomes 5 inches smaller.
It inverts into itself.
Oh God.
Now you're a woman.
Moving on.
No comments from our dude in
let's not
distress.
talk about things like that.
Enlarge juice.
I'd rather not on my stream, thank you very much.
God.
Moving on.
I'd rather
You're
not
not
on my stream,
scanning.
thank
You
you.
are not scanning this. I am gonna end this. I'm a bad person for starting it, and I'm a bad person for ending it. But by God, I'm ending it.
We haven't even gotten to the hot springs yet. Jeez.
The bathhouse is behind the is in the rooms behind. So we'll just say I'm just going to reveal this area for you. There is a male and female, for the sake of people who don't want to be stuck next to someone of the same gender whilst in a bathhouse. 2 different ones. The male is on the left and the female is on the right.
Can I pick up on? Did I pick up my knives before this?
Yeah, we'll say you have.
Sweet.
So
No,
that
So
would
did
be
the
the
family
that
go
is the
well?
200.
Did everything resolve well there?
They got along well. They got along well. They did wish them well as you both left and said, "Have fun storming the castle." Before re-entering the home, and the father goes back to his bit of work, still a bit stunned.
So do we have this bathhouse to ourselves, or?
You could book it out for yourselves.
I'm gonna be really annoying. Can I be really irritating? Can I be really irritating and ask about?
Ask about.
I wanted to ask about whether they'd seen Ear or not.
Apparently, Air has been back in the last 4 months. Like, in the last 4 months, she's come and gone. Apparently, she's doing something in some sort of new settlement or some small village inside in the forest that's just south of Gauntlegrim. She's been taken under the wing of someone. So just to give you an idea, it is currently the Neverwinter Wood, somewhere inside that, closer towards the high road side that would lead you to Fandolin. Somewhere in that area, like southwest of it, of the actual wood itself.
Okay. She's still alive, which is a good thing.
She's still alive. She's well. She's learning much, it seems. And the first thing that happens, I imagine, when Glory and Ash find the children returning, bits of twigs stuck in their hair. Varys and Roman both have the ink marks along their hands of leaning in onto the page when you're writing and going, shit!
Actually, since I've actually been doing my book, I've gotten better at it.
Yeah.
So it's like very little.
You're getting there. And there's Kirok with the most windswept feathers ever.
Someone had fun.
You muted.
Jeez.
Everyone do it. Everyone do it. My god, this is what I look like in 40 years, honey. This is what I'm gonna look like bald. I don't like this. Help. Help, someone get me a wig. Okay, so, as you're all entering back, you see Ash and Glory somewhat holding hands and a bit far more relaxed than they were earlier.
Fleet giggles. That's the implication.
Give Fleet a slap on the back of the head. That's up.
She she dodges.
You didn't see it coming. It's just a, like,
It's just like
you can
What's
flinch
that?
from it, but it's more of a.
it's not a deal damage tap. It's just like a watch your manners tap.
It's like, watch what you fucking say about my moms.
My mom.
Don't make fun of my mom.
Oh, by the way, the reason she's very roguelike is the urchin background actually gives her thieves' tools and all sorts of things. Just thought I'd mention.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So she's
Yeah, no, I
actually-
figured it was
she's
so
not
you could
actually-
basically.
It wasn't to deceive you. It's just that's how she is.
No,
Cover.
she came across as a rogue with the sleight of hand
Mm.
checks and stuff, which is,
Yeah.
it was assuming the class.
Anyway.
You just assume my class.
Don't.
Don't.
Okay. Anyway.
So you guys meet up again. And as the moment you see Varys, Glory, and Ash, you both go, oh yeah, big guy.
I think you should come with us for a bit, Varys.
Why? Do I have to meet the parents too?
No.
Hey,
Yeah!
parents, here's the children.
Nothing like that.
Yeah!
I'm not your child, but I'm
What?
actually older than you, so.
Of course you are.
We have an old friend we'd like you to meet.
Okay.
Just trust us. Come on. You can all come if you want, but like specifically Varys.
Oh, I will
I'll follow after.
Okay, Glory and Ash can make investigation checks as you're with advantage.
Oh no!
With advantage, because you're doing this as a psst, and it's looking for him. It's not going to be that difficult.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look for something like that in something like this. Yeah, that'll do.
Either one of those would have done. He's not that hard to spot. And eventually, after getting guided, you go down 3 more blocks, and you see like this really small, what is essentially the equivalent of a dwarven-style cafe. And there is brush, pan, bucket, all left with a hat, and there is just like sat, not in the chair, but in the corner eating the ridiculously 2-scale-sized sandwich for him, just hop. His Gog on his lunch break.
I don't know Varys at this point.
Let's say
Um,
hi.
I think Fleet's met Gog before
You know Gog.
walking around town.
Gog's tried to race you before. Gog lost.
I'm just gonna sort of stomp over and just try and punch Grog as hard as I can in the leg and be like, where the fuck did you go?
Okay, so
I
as
assume I'll
you're
hurt my hand.
as you're stumping over, he just looks and he gets this moment of uh-oh. As the fear that he had when he first saw Ashkin Glory, as he begins pulling himself away. No, not here. Don't throw me out. No. As you go ahead and make your attack roll.
Just an unarmed.
Roll a d20, add your strength.
Am I fist finesse?
No. You just go. You
not gonna
punch,
damage, even
and
if I
your
do.
hand you just punch on the stomach, and the hand just like goes like that way. Just where the fuck have you been?
Yeah. I imagine just hurting the hand.
He just raises his hands up to you as people start looking at you and him, and you're watching like a few people as well that were walking are just like watching this conversation. It's just like swallows back some lettuce as well, and just a bit of
I'll
readers.
be speaking to me in
no,
giant.
No, he's speaking to everyone in common. No, I know him. I'm sorry. No, we're not doing it. As he's clearly trying to make sure it doesn't look like he's about to fight someone.
I'm sitting there like I am now, just like.
You're stood there doing that, so you're pretty much at his like chest level.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. I'm like a good like whatever it is, shorter than them. Where the fuck did you go? Why the fuck are you here? Why here?
Well, and he just begins like messing with the sandwich a little bit nervously, like just like twisting the side of it. So I kind of went back to people, and we kept doing what she told us to do, so we didn't get eaten.
See.
And when we messed up once, and there was someone that died, and they had a fancy little, and he just points to his circlet, and I put the circlet on because it was shiny, and since then I've started to have a lot of good ideas, and I stopped doing bad things, and I wanted to try to do something right, so I went and I thought, what could I do good? So I went and I got a job.
No,
You want to see my resume? And he just like takes out this really crumpled up, in giant written resume.
I'll
Actually, it says I'm there. I can read it.
take
But it's
it.
currently being shown to Varus.
Varus can be giant as well, I
It
believe.
writes.
Yeah.
What's funny is you're reading it in giant, and this is the runic
Varus can
marks
read
are done.
giant.
It is done perfectly, immaculately, and it's almost like watching. It's like Elvin watching like a very well done handwriting, and it's almost like it's words that you don't even think he could process down on paper, explaining his quality of work, his dedication to do something right, to clean up his attitude and clean things up, and be a good person and wanting to try and do right. And then at the end of this, there's just like this little apology that if he scared anyone or startled anyone and he's been killed, he did not mean to hurt anyone and he's very sorry.
You're a son of a bitch, you know that.
Well, I don't know her, so I can't really say that. And he's just like nervously reaches the sandwich up again. And you can tell it's mostly like lettuces and salads inside there, and there's like just like a slice of ham.
Don't be too harsh on him, Varus. He's been through a lot.
You can tell us where, who she was, what were you doing?
He looks look around and goes, "Can I finish my lunch and then I'll explain?" Because I was kind of just, instead of having a lunch during the day, I was having a lunch at the end of the day, so I get to go home a bit earlier.
So you
just-
working now?
just-
you finished?
I'm
What?
finishing up now, and he just reaches down. There's this like tiniest little cup, and he's just gingerly lifting with like his pinky finger and his thumb, and just like leaves down the bits of like the cleaned up plate and just picks them up back over to the counter. Just reaches down for that's and it's just like picking up pieces of dirt and That's 3 copper. Thank you. Lovely. And just turns back to you all. It's just like he's hunched over now, and it's very much so. And Varus, you're watching this. He's not getting like people aren't angry at him or anything. People are death glaring you right now because just seems to be this big idiot that just seems harmless, and you've just walked up and gotten aggressive in his face. So there's a lot of people like, who's this dick?
Oh, fuck me.
He eventually just like picks up his mop and everything in his little bucket and begins leading you all back. Follow me then. And he just what? After a few minutes, you eventually find what's less of a house and more of a like shack. And it's just like it looks like a repurposed big shed with just like this like hay bed in the corner. And he just like sits. There's not much space, so we could probably talk outside. And he just like sits down in front of it. There's no seats, no nothing. So he just like reaches for like these small stools that were just like left up on the side with a bunch of bits of material and everything that had been removed out, and just begins stretching them out for you all. So I had to go back for the chief because if I didn't go back for the chief, she was going to be really mad. So
Who's the chief?
Chief go. Chief Chief go. She's the biggest of the big.
Is he one of you? Is he?
She's a giant.
Oh.
She's a big giant. She's a mean giant. She's the biggest giant ever. Because she's biggest. That means she's in charge.
In that mindset, you're in charge of us. You're bigger than us.
No, but you're better than me. Different. But she's really, really big and mean. And she like looks over towards like Ashk's shield and just goes, she has, and she just like points over to the shield and just like stretches it out like even bigger again, like almost like half his torso. She uses shields like that for like little saucepans. Sometimes she eats the shield. Just swallows it. I've seen her eat an ogre before when he lied about hiding food. Just chomp, gone.
Wow.
So we all got really afraid. Then we would just keep getting food for her. And he then looks over to his sword and goes, ooh, and points to the sword and it's falling. She's a sword like that she uses for her nose piercing.
Like this sword?
No, that big. And
Oh,
just, like,
sorry, it's not like this sword.
No, not like. Sorry, no.
We're worried.
And she wants to be the biggest giant.
Sure. Oh.
Thank you.
Just pass him an old rag, like an old shirt and bag.
And he just looks for a moment. Well, kind of hard to describe. He just begins like rubbing his head next to the circlet, and when he does, you see something light up for a moment, and his hands just like go limp before looking up at each one of you. Yes. Who are you?
Called?
Oh, you're referring to the ogre. You're currently speaking to, and the hand reaches up and touches the circlet, the positive force that has recently been trying to help him.
Positive force have a name.
I had a name. I had a name a long time ago. I do my best to make sure that whenever someone takes this circlet, that they try to do things that are good. He's not the smartest, but he's definitely one of the more sincere people that I've been taken by. When I veered him towards doing things that would be less harmful, like raiding and looting, and that he could leave and he probably wouldn't be chased by the chieftain. That he could do some good. So I let him here.
We owe you your gratitude, Positive Force.
Thank you.
Can I
Photo
insight
button.
check the positive false?
You can
Find out
you
if
can
it's
insight check.
actually positive.
You can basically insight check Gog at this point. So go ahead.
I'm gonna let Varys do it. I was gonna do it, but I'll let Varys do it.
This force, this entity, seems quiet, calm-spoken, benevolent. They're using the expressions on Gog's face, and his face is moving to them. And an ogre's face, it's hard to hide intent. It doesn't seem to be anything negative. There was the momentary confusion, but nothing seems negative. It seems like quite a positive force.
I'm
I
glad to
suppose
help
it's
him.
only fair that you know my name. My name is Peran. Was Peran.
Oh,
So, he continues to, I suppose you probably do have more questions. The individual he was speaking about, Chieftain Kerr, has easily grown to the size due to the food she's raided from nearby settlements. Large to the extent that even her great throne cannot move anymore, as it is essentially a massive cart that has been things piled upon it, including her, to rest at the throne. I could, if you'd like, have a map I could point out the location. I can track it down. I could
If you
give you
could,
the...
that we'd be very, very grateful.
I couldn't... If you give me a map, I might be able to work out the way. I get a bit hazy whenever it's Gog that is primarily in control. But I might be able to lead you, if you'd like.
take us there physically or show us on the map?
Show you on the map. I don't think I'd be able to motion Gog to go anywhere near that.
No, I'd rather he didn't go, honestly. Well, I'm assuming we have a map, right?
Oh yeah.
You
Yeah.
do. That map is already out. Just bang. It's like right in front of everyone.
Wherever it is, we can get.
Man, it's been a while
Probably.
since we've looked at this.
Well,
Yeah.
there you go.
It's because we've been underground
Nope.
for 2 weeks.
You watch as he traces this big finger and then just stops for a moment, takes a small pen, just begins drawing a line from Gauntlet Grim down the road, like just basically going out over to Long Saddle, down through the Desarian Valley, down through Westbridge, Red Larch, and then goes eastward. Out past
Where
the
the fuck is
Des-
Donald Grim?
Oh god. You traveled that far from in the Underdark? Holy shit.
I'm
You
definitely
traveled
trying to
from
find
there.
Grim, 'cause
You
I'm
traveled
idiot.
from there to
Gauntlet Grim's
there.
on the left
Oh,
coast.
it's there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
2 weeks of travel, basically, with very little interruption. So yeah, you guys bolted from there to
It's
there.
like when you said Neverwinter Wood earlier, I was like, but that's the other side of
That's
the
on the
map.
side. Yeah.
Wait,
That's what I thought.
You guys need
What?
better geography.
I thought you
What
traveled-
year is it?
I thought
It-
for Hellbar we went east to Donald Grim.
No.
I thought that
No,
was
no,
west
no,
and
no,
west.
no.
Okay.
Oh dang.
So you
That's
guys
fine.
are now there. And
Guys,
you
I
get
can
trailing.
see the sea.
You could actually from your height, which made you feel a lot better. So I'm just going to draw this for you guys.
Alright, who wants to go kill Kraken? Or 1,000?
No.
Good Hog. That is what they refer to. Good Hog.
Oh, we've been near there. We've been to.
Guys, we
You've
can
been
go
nowhere near
through
that.
Tribal.
Groothag.
I saw Red Larch. and the
Groothag, I would pronounce
thing
that as
at the
Welsh.
time.
The closest we've been is like Trevor Utah.
I
saw
need to give you an idea. I'm going to give you an idea.
Yeah, it's
Hill
I
giants
saw-
pronounce this, so it's not good hag, it's good hog. It is deep, low words because they are not smart enough to do multiple syllables.
Okay.
That
see-
is
Okay.
that is where
I'm just going by instinct here.
this is where the raiders do come to and leave from for her multitude of husbands.
Husbands.
She has taken many hill giants as her mates,
Wait,
and she's
what?
a hill giant.
She-
She is of beyond scale. Her mass is easily. He begins pondering for a moment. He's looking for anything visual he can use as a reference. And he looks towards the hallway, and the hallway you're in, by the way, is like 40 feet like across from point to point. If she could stand, her mass would struggle to get through this by width. And by height, she'd definitely not fit through. She has hill giants grow based on what they eat. She has grown very large. However, to the extent she can no longer move, meaning if she cannot target you at range, you could literally pepper her to death.
That's cool.
That's
So,
However-
Kirak, you want to do some stuff?
Yeah.
However, her
Gloria seems
range,
unhappy.
I will let you know though, she has a very large multitude of mates. At any time, I've seen her have between 10 to 15 of her mates inside Rutag. And that's excluding the orcs, the ogres, the Ettins, the other brutes that have corralled to a force for the chance of raiding and plunder, or just out of fear. And also, and at this point, the head just goes down again, and the arms drop, and Go just goes like, "Oh, what happened?"
You were just telling us about the
Why does everything taste like white?
why it's not flavored.
It's because
I know
you
you're smart,
got white
Gog.
paint in
Why-
your mouth.
Why it's not flavor, Gog?
How do you know it's not a
Colour.
flavour?
Colour.
I understand you, Grog. Yeah.
Fleet chimes in. It's like, white's one of my favourite flavours.
You guys are not helping.
White's nice. It's
Colour.
better than things that taste black.
Not as good as purple.
Ah, purple now. Purple.
Moving on.
I mean, why do you think I wear purple? It tastes lovely.
Iris is getting such an
So-
insight of what it's like to be Glory.
My brain is absorbing.
Colour
It's
tastes
absorbing.
nice.
So at this point, we're going to see you guys continue a nice conversation as you have gotten the information from Heran. And I want, unfortunately, we don't have Durin, so I just want Ash to make a religion check.
I think it was just initial anger to Gog. I'm chilled. I let him off.
Damn it.
The name does not ring a bell.
Hey,
Yeah.
Gog.
Sorry, guys.
Gog, can I have a quick look at that?
And he just like leans forward for you to touch it.
I just want to cast identify.
Okay. It is a headband of intelligence that is possessed. There is a curse attached to it that the person
Right,
who puts it on.
sentient or
Oh, it is sentient.
yeah.
The curse is attached to it that once you put it on, you cannot take it off. And the force inside of it, you try to peer for it. Make me a religion check.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh sweet.
It's the session of people who should never make religion checks making religion checks.
Oh, she can't make one.
I mean, it's the int skill, so in theory I'm good at that, but
So,
In
it's
theory.
not, you search and you're trying to like peer on a balance. Like, what kind of force is this? What kind of entity? Is it a lost soul? What's it? Is it? You don't get anything sinister. You've had to deal with a lot of sinister forces in your recent travels. This is the polar opposite. It's a very benign force.
Oh.
it's a pretty cool crown, Gog.
Thank you. I think it's really nice. I like it.
It suits you. It really does.
Thanks. And with that, we're going to say you guys have a nice conversation before leaving Gog as he goes back to his rest. You can go rest at your bathhouse, and we'll start the next session.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We'll start the next session with a sound entering in the early morning of the fourth day. from outside.
Oh, the
And that's where we're
worth
going to leave
noting
it.
that Fleet refused to take a bath.
It's worth noting that Kirok made the biggest mess in the world.
I'll assume we'd had multiple hours to copy spells.
Yeah, I'd say you got your.
Oh yeah, we
so
were there a
Is
while.
there,
like-
is
it's
there
like-
enough ink for me to copy a spell from someone?
I got like 9 levels of ink.
Did you get enough to do what you wanted to do, Niren? We'll do
We'll
this.
say
we'll
that
do
you
this
guys
off-
can.
this off
We'll
stream.
say that you
Yeah,
guys
we'll discuss
discuss
it
this, and
We'll
you,
sort this out,
you
yeah.
want to, you can top it up. Right. Thank you all so much for watching. Sorry for the little bump in the middle of the road.
Yeah, apologies for that.
We got to saw a lot more people. We got to see some old people that we've not seen in a very long time. Some others are on their way, and
Young
family
people.
introductions. Woo!
Family!
Woot woot.
We
Oh,
Are you
no.
a pepper giant?
family.
I got all my sisters with me.
Or not.
Working on it.
We're working on
Both of you
it.
like hashtag working on it. Could be worse. They could be trying to have the children with them.
Ooh.
Okay.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye bye.
Shop at Game Tea!
Do shop at Game Tea. Game Tea are wonderful.